Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking live right here at the
other way. What a round and what a bag by Jake Dodson. Disgusting.
Florida,
that was a 9-point round. That was ridiculous.
State College here in Clay County, Florida, and we're about to put on some
The tournament so far.
finals matches.
On the way, looking to get to
Doubles to singles, all the way into
on the way.
And intermediate. It's going to be pretty fun today. Hope you can stick around. We're going to be live here in just a few minutes, probably with our advanced doubles finals. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll see you in just a bit.
From its pristine freshwater lakes and rivers to its pine forest interior, Clay County is naturally beautiful. Situated in Northeast Florida, it's a short commute from both Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Clay County offers something for everyone and is a haven for those who love nature and the great outdoors. The county has golf courses, parks, nature trails, one-of-a-kind shopping, incredible coffee shops, fresh local fare, historic sites, and military museums that share the rich history of our country. For those who live life passionately and with conviction, Clay County is a fabric of communities, waterways, natural wonders, and caring people whose history and future are centered at the values of faith, hard work, service to country, and nature. Whether it's living, working, or playing, passions run deep here. The quaint, one-of-a-kind small towns and neighborhoods of Clay County deliver a great experience that you can't find anywhere else. A spring-fed swimming pool. Local, family-owned and operated restaurants that treat you like family. And treasures found at local boutiques and antique shops. These small towns make you feel like it's your hometown. So join us in Clay County for a breath of fresh air.
Welcome back to the Thrasher Horn Center. We're going to get started with our advanced singles final. We're going to face, it's going to be the Rawls boys versus one another. We've got Alex Rawls versus Alan Rawls, and I believe Alex is in the king seat. Yeah. So it's going to be a pretty beautiful matchup between the two of them. Alex, you beat Alan in the winners final, is that right?
No, I mean, third in the bracket, and he beat Daryl.
Daryl, you beat Daryl in the winners final.
Yeah.
So Daryl Busier finished third. Alan Rawls came all the way back through. Don't know where Alan went. Waiting for him to show up. We want to thank Clay County, St. Michael Soldiers, Boardman Cornhole, and of course the American Cornhole League for having us out here today. Thrasher Horn Convention Center. There's over 6,200 square feet of rental space here. Good for weddings and wedding receptions. If you want to have an expo, you got plenty of room to do it right here at the Thrasher Horn Center. It's situated on the St. Johns River State College campus in Orange Park, Florida. Good spin right there. It looks like Alex is going to have first bag.
No. I was testing the slick side. See how far.
It was pretty slick. Alan and Alex seen each other plenty of times in the backyard.
I think you started too early.
Uh-oh. Started it too early. It was at 2 o'clock. Maybe Alan's going to show up sometime. Where's Alan? Did he leave? Can you text him? Is he sleeping?
Come on now. Put his headphones on.
We got this word. There he is. Alan Rawls is only drinking Coke right now, which is kind of crazy because he needs a little more to play Alex. He's putting his earphones in because he doesn't want to laugh. Alex Rawls wearing that free shirt. It's a V-neck. Not really perfect for Alex, but it's okay. Alex looks like the bigger brother, but he's not. Alan throwing all slides. Alex is throwing some lucky bags. Pro snipers. Alan's getting his music ready. I think he put in his favorite Miley Cyrus selection. You're about to see some very spirited cornhole here from Clay County, Florida. We're about to go live. That was your down and back. And here we come live. They're going to put on their masks and get this game underway. Alex with a nice bag straight into the hole. Sticky side down. Alan follows. Alex is in again. Alan with a nice short block. Alex over the back. Alan going to step out, about a 1 foot step out. Going to try to get around there and does. Alex over the top again. This time it goes clean. That's a 9 against a 7. That's going to be 2 for Alex. One more time, I'm joined by Josh. This is his second big event with us. We were out at the conference 2 weeks ago in St. Augustine. Josh, how's it feel to be back?
It feels absolutely amazing to be back. Really excited when I got the call. Just happy to be here.
You were moving, Josh. How you had to take away some time from all that moving. Are you sore?
Definitely. A lot of big stuff. Many trips. Thankfully, there's not a lot of stairs in Florida.
You're right. Alex got himself an Alex right there. That's going to be 12 against the 10. That's going to be 2 more for the younger Rawls. The kid is on fire right now. Alan's got to do something to slow him down. Alex going to have first bag. Sticky side down. That one's in there. Right behind him on the edge. That one looks like it wants to come in, and it does. 6-3. 6-6. That one's just out of play, and if Alex can get in here, he'll get his second straight Alex. He got it. Alan with a 10. That's going to be 2 more. 6-0 right now, and Alex does have to be double dipped. Right after this, we're going to be showing our competitive singles final. It's going to have little Brentley Miller versus Justin Caballero, but I do believe Brentley is 2 inches taller than Justin. There's a big block. That's how Alan can manufacture some points, and you can see that Alex is going to take about a 1.5 foot step out and get right around. Alan with the all slide. Coming straight up the middle. He's off the back with that one. This could be 3. That one goes. Alan in there. Alex looking for another Alex. That's not there, but Alan may help him. Does not. That's still going to be 3 more. Alex Rawls off to a 9-0 start. Allen playing catch-up 100%. Allen may need to switch his music to maybe some Hillary Duff or something, as the Miley Cyrus is not working. There he is with a nice deep block. Alex, right in there, and that one's just a bit maybe out of play. He may be able to bully this. He took the lead. Alex with a 2-foot step out. Up. Bunches it all up in there. It's not. That could be locked up. We'll see. Alex right behind everything. Allen may get the advantage here. He does not. That's a wash. Nobody scores. Once again, we want to thank Clay County for bringing us out here, the tourism division. Wanted to see us here in Clay County with the American Cornhole League. We brought our November regional right here in the heart of Clay County here in Orange Park, Florida. Alex is in. Allen right behind him. Alex with a V block. Allen right behind him. Alex is thinking about this. He airmails it nice and short and drags it in. What a shot. Now Allen is just a bit on the opposite side. He tried to grab it, didn't get it. Best push bag in the game is having a little hard time getting started. Alex with 2 airmails, and he grabbed himself an Alex. Allen gives up 8 points. That's going to be 17-0. Both of them have gone in. Allen tries to go over the top. Alex looking for the push and grab. No, he leaves it. Allen goes clean. Alex for an Alex. No, he leaves it as an Allen. And Allen knocks him in, and that's going to be just enough as Alex wins 21-0. Alex, if you give me a second.
I don't think I can talk.
Alex Rawls, congratulations on your November regional in the advanced division. You had to face your brother. Tell me what you were thinking coming into the game.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
So when it worked out, you won 21-0. Was that what you were expecting?
Slick boards, go in the hole, don't miss. Don't block, just go in the hole, don't miss.
And is that what you were expecting out of Allen? I mean, was it a little uncharacteristic of what Allen was doing in that game?
Yeah, but I think I just got in his head, just never missing. Don't miss.
You started off the game with quite a few Alexes, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
And you might be the first guy that was wearing that shirt to actually win.
Yeah. Probably get enough points.
And you might get a little bit from us for winning. Congratulations on your November regional win, Alex. We'll see you next month.
All right, up next on the broadcast is going to be your competitive singles.
Up next, we're going to be watching
Brentley
Miller versus Justin Caballero. If you think the name is familiar, it is. Justin Caballero is the father of the kid phenom, Trevor Caballero. And we're going to watch them go in just a minute. But right now, a little message from Clay County.
What is it that moves you? Is it cruising endless miles through woodlands and wildlife? Or maybe it's indulging on the fresh, local flavors of the South. For some, it might be embarking on a voyage through historic landmarks. And for others, it could mean unwinding on serene waterways. Whatever it is that moves you, Clay County invites you to explore your passion. Follow us toward the path less traveled and immerse yourself in an authentic Florida experience. Visit exploreclay.com and plan your stay today.
Welcome back to the Thrasher Horn Convention Center. We're going to have Brentley Miller versus Justin Caballero. as soon as we can get Justin to show up. He's coming soon. He may be live streaming one of Trevor's games. As Trevor is the prize in the family, in case you were wondering. The 5-year-old Miller, 5-year-old Phenom is playing over there in intermediate singles. Well, Brentley Miller is going to be his first shot here at the World. He's going to check it out here in front of all the world on the American Cornhole League digital network. This is going to be Brentley's last competitive tournament, at least here in this region, as he's won everything competitive that you can win. He won the conference in both the blind draw and doubles, finished second in his bracket in singles, and today again in his second in a row finals in competitive singles. So Brentley has run up the ranks. He started in novice. Started in novice a couple of months ago. Moved his way up to intermediate. All he did was win, him and his partner. I believe they're sitting in the doubles finals as well. Let me take a look. Yep, there they are. Gonna face, oh my good gracious, Brentley's gonna have to play his dad. That is somebody that Brendan can't beat. So there may be some trouble. Maybe some trouble in that one.
Hey, Rob. He was just goofing off.
That's what I heard.
He paid him back.
So Joey Miller is going to have a chance.
I said Brentley was the
You missed it, dude.
Your son missed it.
He said Brentley gets to play his dad. And if someone his partner can't do
Brentley sitting in the king seat. Anybody know where Justin is?
He's coming up again.
Thank you.
Alan.
Brentley Miller going to stand on the side that's already won as he takes Alex's side. Brentley Miller, no stranger to being an athlete, as he's raced with some of the best racers in his age group in go-karts. There they are. There's Kid Phenom and his little brother, Trevor Caballero and Easton, both here in attendance today. They may even be playing. Justin trying to figure out what bags might be the best today. We're going to go down and back first, and then we're going to go live. That looks like the right bag as he bullied that one out. Looks like all slides versus some pro snipers. Justin Caballero might be in his first finals in competitive so far, and guaranteed it's his first appearance here on the digital network. Brentley proudly displaying his Shot Kings jersey. He's definitely a Kingdom kid. Justin in his Son of Pitches jersey. Thinks he's an anarchist, I think, Josh. I'm not sure. He's got all that grunge all over him. It's a little bit of an American flag, but Justin's straight out of Texas, from the town of San Antonio, out of Texas. And yeah, if you were wondering, he does have a little bit of a Latin flair. He doesn't speak a lot of Spanish, but he is partly Mexican. First bag goes to Justin. That one's off just a bit to the right. Brentley's off the back. Justin's in. Brentley off the back again. Justin is poised here, looking for that 10. Brentley takes time to reset. Almost bullies him off. He got that 10. Looking to minimize, does not. That's going to be an 8 early for Justin.
Justin, I'm bullying my kid.
That's his whole idea here, as he beats up on 3 and 5-year-olds every day in his backyard. A 12-year-old is nothing to him. In fact, Caballero does every once in a while pose as a 12-year-old, as you can tell by his height. He's just at the tall end of the 12-year-old spectrum. There's a big block by Brentley. Caballero works it around off to the right. Brentley looking for the push, side rides. Caballero replaces. Brentley takes them both. Caballero another 10? No, that's a 7. And is that a wash or is that 3? It's a wash. That's going to be a wash. Caballero and Miller with a wash there. A little bit later in intermediate doubles, we're going to see another Miller. Looks like no relation to Brentley, but Brock Miller and Tommy Walling will be in our intermediate doubles in just a little while. Please stay tuned. We're trying to get every level here today on the digital network for your viewing pleasure. Caballero all over the place, Brentley as well. Finally, someone finds the hole. Caballero looking, tried to drag, but he knocked him off. That's 3 against the 4. 7 against the 4. That's going to be 4 for Brentley. Wow. It's 8-4. The scoring is coming in bunches for both of them. Josh, tell me what kind of competition you're used to. What athletic sport do you choose to play?
Played soccer for a lot of years. Nowadays, mainly just kind of watch for the most part, football, college football. And now, more recently, some cornhole.
So when you watch these momentum swings where the points come in bunches, there's 9 for Brentley. Justin not usually throwing a 3. You see these points come in bunches. It's like watching the momentum swing in a soccer game or a football game. It's kind of crazy to see here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially it's a big difference coming from the previous game where it was, besides that one big swing, it's more incremental points. Being able to see a game that's a little bit more back and forth is great.
Yeah, we haven't really. Yeah, this is a little bit different than the last one. So 13-8 here. Caballero 5 points behind. Brentley got himself it looks like Caballero got himself some more. What'd you get there? 2? 1. 13-9. Caballero going to have first bag. The all slides have worked for him sometimes and not the others. Sticky side down. Right up in there. Beautiful block. Deep in the hole. Brentley tried to replace it, but kicked out just a bit left. There's Caballero with a bully. Brentley in. 6-4. Caballero in with a 9. Brentley short on the dead side of the board. That's only an 8. Caballero in. 12. Well, that's the 8 we were looking for. That's 4 more and ties it up. Caballero super competitive. He's been playing softball on almost a national level over the past few years until he found his cornhole, which he does play also on a national level. So he's found something to get his competitive juices flowing, as well as his son being a kid phenom in this sport. Not to be outdone, Brentley is only 12 years old, kind of a kid phenom himself. Brentley's in there, 2 in a row. Caballero on there for a 5. Brentley, that one might leak in. Caballero tried to bully it, but took it with him. That's 12 against an 8. That's going to be 4 more. It's going to be 17-13 for Miller. Miller with first bag. Here it comes. That one's off just a bit to the left. Caballero finds it. Miller. That one goes. Caballero in. Miller threw a high arc on that one. Still went in. Caballero with a nice fire. That's a 10. That's a 12. 2 more for Caballero. 17-15, Miller in the game. Caballero going to have first bag here. The all slag. Backing through. One's right there on the edge, looking to fall. Miller took a step. Tried to go with it. Caballero outside, but one's in. 4-1. 4-2. Threw it a little high there. Got a little kick out of it. Caballero fires right at the hole. Miller's in. Caballero for 10. Miller for 8. 2 more, and that's going to tie it. 17-17 in our first game of the finals match. Brentley does have to be double dipped. Justin looking to make him dirty. Queso. Justin just a bit left. Brentley going to take 1 extra second. Make sure he goes right up the middle. Oh, that one's just a little short, but up the middle. Caballero, right there around him. Still more center. Brentley taking about a 2.5 foot step out. Almost taking all of the range, and he's right up in there, deep in the hole. Caballero trying to get right behind him. Oh, it looked like he almost tried to flop. Miller that time was about 6 feet out. He was outside of camera range there, but he did put it in. Caballero with a 4. Miller straight up the middle. See what he's going to do here. You can see from the overhead view, hole is wide open. Right now it's 5-4. Miller with a bag in his hand. 1 more flip, and he's ready. Push Justin in and got a wash. Came out of the outhouse smelling like a rose right there, did Justin. Had a chance for an over-the-top airmail to grab himself some points, but he tried to push through it all. Caballero going to have first bag. This one's off the back. Miller, very deliberate in his delivery. Up and in. Caballero. That one goes. Miller right there in the middle. Caballero going to try to work around. That one's off the back as well. He's on for a 3. That's just a 4. It's 4-3 right now. Not sure what Caballero's best bet is here. I don't know if he wants to go with it or stay behind it. He tries to go with it, and he's off. That's going to be 6-3. If he puts this in, the game will be over. He does not. He only gets 3, and it's 20-17, leaving Caballero with some life. Bradley Miller going to have first bag here. The Kingdom Kid with his pro snipers. Sticky side down, right there in front with a V block. Caballero works it up in there. Now he's got 2 to go. There's a replacement, and they're almost all in. Brentley takes everything. Caballero gets in here. That's a 9. That's a 12. Got to be in. And is. That's another wash. 20-17. Clutch bags out of both of these guys. Brentley wins this. He's going to be your competitive singles champion for November. This one's up and short. Caballero got to take advantage. Almost. That's a 1. Brentley's in. Caballero off just a bit. Miller can finish this off here. To get the point he needs. Caballero's got to go in with both of these just to put some pressure on. If he gets in here, that's going to do it. That's going to be enough. That's 21-17, and Brentley Miller is your competitive singles November regional champion here at Thrasher Horn Center. Brentley. So Brentley, I can tell by the frustration and all the head shakes right there, you weren't real happy with the
All right, up
way you
next
were
on the
throwing.
broadcast booth is going to be your advanced doubles.
But you got the
It's
result.
going to be
you
the
were looking
Rawls
for.
brothers versus Garrett and Matthew.
Wow, that gets really loud in here. I should probably shut it off. But so tell me about it. That's going to be your second competitive singles win in the last 2 months, right? How's that feel?
It feels good. I mean, I'm surprised I can do it.
I mean, you've risen up through the ranks of all of this stuff over the past couple of months. You started off in novice a few months ago in Daytona. You won that. You went up into intermediate. You guys were just dominating everything. You got into competitive. Did you expect yourself to dominate competitive the way you did everything else?
I mean, I thought I would.
Yeah?
And I did it.
You did. You definitely did do it. So you have experience being a competitive player in other things. You're a competitive go-kart racer. Is that right? How good are you at that?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I saw you might have been on the front page of the Florida Times Union not so long ago. How'd you finish in that race?
I got second in the feature.
That's
I mean,
pretty awesome, right? That's a pretty important race. So it's pretty cool to see you work up through the ranks and move on. So I do want to congratulate you on your promotion to the advanced division. Are you ready for that?
I want to be ready.
I think you can. I think the way you've been practicing, the way you've been shooting, I think you're ready to do everything you need to do. I know it's a little bit different competition because sometimes you got to face pros, but I think you got a chance to win against those pros and compete well against them. So I think you'll be fine.
I hope so.
Congratulations. We'll see you next month. Garrett and Matthew, and then it's Alan and Alex. You've been watching these guys warm up over here. What you're looking at right there is the first appearance of the first pro, and you've got on the left of your screen, you're looking at Matthew Short Sorrells. That right there, very local pro here to the Orange Park, Middleburg area. Matthew is a former world champion, 2019 doubles pro world champion for the ACL Pro Division. He's going to be facing Alex here in this match. And Alex and Garrett, the first Rawls to play cornhole, are going to be, they're going to have to double dip the Rawls boys. You see them. I hope that, I hope Alan is not over his beating that he just took from his brother. And every time he looks down there, he gets a little bit mad and he throws one or two off the board. We'll see what happens. You guys going to go live or are they going live? Well, that's a little bit further than it looks. The overhead view says that's not straight at all, but it's probably the camera. What do you think, Josh? Thought we had it more straight than that, but it looks a little bit crooked. Who's first? Who's first? Alan. So Garrett and Shorts are going to have first bag. Garrett is a father of two. So his game has kind of changed a little bit as he's had to be daddy daycare every once in a while. Look at that bag by Alan. Alan over the top.
Can I get it or no? I mean, yeah, it seems hanging, so it makes it easier. What you want? I know you want an air mail, so go for it. I'll leave that for later in line.
Garrett, what a beautiful shot. He should have went for the airmail, but it's only 3 for the Rawls boys. Shorts with his own commentary. That guy there is pretty good too on the mic. just as he said, he knows what Garrett loves to do, and he said, do it. And Garrett talked himself out of it and missed everything. Short shorts with about a 1.5 foot step out. Try to get around Alex's block. Doesn't. Both of them throwing the same exact bags. Alex right up in there. Alex was so excited when Matthew decided not to play singles. He knew he had a chance to win. We were really gonna mess with him though. We were gonna put Matthew in late and only come back in the losers bracket. That's gonna be 4 more for the Rawls boys. 7-0 over Garrett and short shorts. Allen, that one's just a bit to the left. Garrett's gonna fall. Allen with a nice short block. That thing went way high. Tickled the ceiling. Garrett went for the airmail. Allen with the best push bag in the game. Pushes his bag, but not the one that pushed. It's going to be a 6. That's going to be an 8.
We'll take our first stars first.
There's a 9. That's going to be 1 point for short shorts and the man bun.
It was on the slick side. I was thinking about before you nicked it, it was going. Yeah.
Clay County, we got a treat for you. City Council Commissioner Mike Sella going to show up here in between these next 2 matches for a quick interview about what we see coming for Clay County and how the alliance with the Airstream Ventures for the Sports Commission is doing here in Clay County very soon. These 2 guys don't miss many bags, so it's not real hard to commentate them. Matthew with a nasty drag, didn't even want it to go. And Alex gets a 12. That's going to be a wash. Garrett still with first bag. Here it comes. That one's just a bit off to the left and out of play. Allen makes sure of it. Garrett knocks him in and way out of play. And Allen is as well. Garrett is just a bit left oriented. Allen found it.
I mean, I think you can pull that bag, to be honest. Try to, come in, favor the right side a lot.
No, you got it.
Come in right there on that corner. You got to know it's kind of hard on the sticky side.
So Sorrells is telling him that maybe he can pull that bag. From the overhead look, you can make a decision. That's a 4. This could be a 6. It is. That's going to be 13-1. And Garrett is disgusted with himself.
You're okay. I promise I'll do it at some point.
13-1. Alex with first bag. That one's a nice flat block.
This might be it.
There it is, right over the top, backside airmail. Beautiful shot.
I want to try to flop, but I know
That sounded like a bush light opening over there to the left of us. Matthew knocked it in. Alex trying to pull both. Both of them are ready to go. Matthew's going to have to go. They fell without us even nothing touching. Alex with an Alex. Matthew with an Allen. That's going to be 2 more for the Rawls boys. 15-1 here in our advanced doubles final. We might get to interview Alex again. What a great interview he was from the singles final, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Really knew exactly what he wanted to say and just kept on saying it and saying it.
Lots of insight. Big bag by Garrett Rawls. Dragging that one, and those 2 on the outside are not going to be drugged by Allen. Garrett may be able to help him. If he tries to drag, that's a 5. If Garrett gets in here, he can get himself 5. Get him kind of back into this. Favor the right side. No, he only gets 2. 15-3.
Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that over and just give it a 6. All day. See if I can help you.
Short short's going to have first bag. This one's up, and it's in. Alex told us from his first match out here on broadcast court, he said, Slick board, just don't miss. That's what he told us. Matthew right up behind him. Alex replaces it. Matthew may go over the top. He tried. That's going to be 9 against a 9. 12 against a 9. That's going to be 18-3. Alex has been firing these Alexes. There's Alan. Alan looking to finish this off. Garrett with a nice, well, that was Alan's bag. Garrett tried to go over the top, and he's off the back. So is Alan. Not sure why he didn't push through that. Garrett over again. Alan right here. Knocks it in and off the back. That's a 6. Against a 4. Nope, it's only 2. 20-3. Matthew, short Sorrells. Always the motivator.
Oh yeah, I'm following your lead. My bad.
Oh man, Matthews is a little bit left. Look at Alex with the airmail drag.
Nice airmail, Alex.
Stepping about 3.5 foot. There he is. That's 3 feet out. Perfect. Now he's in the frame. Oh, Matthew can wash this here and give it back down to that end. Oh boy. He's going to try to drag that bag on the edge and knock Alex off at the same time. Here he comes. Well, he did knock that one off, but that's going to be enough as Alex and Alan, the Rawls boys, take out Matthew Short Sorrells and Garrett Rawls. Congratulations, Rawls boys. Rawls boys. Rawls boys. Rawls boys. Your advanced doubles champion for November here in Jacksonville. The Rawls boys, you guys have never really been interviewed by anybody. So we're going to go to you first, Alan. How did that game feel? You were playing against your cousin. You play against him all the time. How did it feel to just tear him up like that?
Always having a battle. I feel like both do like crap pretty much. So.
21
I'm throwing it back to him. That's all.
21-3 didn't look like much of a battle between the two of you. I don't know. Maybe your battles and my battles are different, but that looked like you dominated him pretty well, right? No?
I'd say he did all the work.
Again, Alex, all you did was not miss, right? Is that what your idea? What? I want to read that. Oh. Yeah, whatever. You last time I saw you up here on the interview, you were talking about, just don't miss.
Slick boards.
Was that again your philosophy as you were playing one of the best players in the world?
Slick boards is tough to play. Slick, he is, and he won the conference. He won the big one. Slick boards, man, you just got to push through the bags, stay in the hole, and they're easy to fall. You don't have to air mode again when they're slick.
Yeah, so you guys, I mean, that was some real good work. 22-3. It was, it didn't even look like a battle. Is that what you expect when you guys come out together? The Rawls boys, they come out to a game, they come out to a regional. Do you guys expect to be in the finals every time?
I expect it to be in the finals.
Alex does.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, Matthew said, unless Noah's here.
Yeah, unless Noah's here, then we'll see what happens after that.
Listen, Matthew could play with anybody in this whole entire world, and he could almost be guaranteed for second place. That guy right there, he brings up the level of every player everywhere. And the only time he seems to be able to get over the top is when he's got a guy who can throw back a little better than me. I can tell you that for sure. Conference champ in quite a few different divisions. Yep. Did he beat you guys in the crew as well?
Yeah, we got through.
Yeah. So I appreciate you guys coming through. Good win. Congratulations. We'll see you next month for sure.
Yep.
Soon. Hey, you guys can kind of warm up a little bit. I got another interview to do. Warm up for a while. I'll tell you when it's almost time to go live. So just as I promised you, Clay County. We're gonna sit down with Clay County Commissioner Mike Sella here just in a few seconds. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that's been going on here. Our next match, of course, is gonna be the competitive doubles final, where you're gonna see father versus son, Joey versus Brentley. And down at the other end, of course, you could tell that Brendan ran away, as he's going to play Randy, because he can't beat Joey, so he ran to the other end as fast as he could to make sure he's not facing him. I'd like to welcome right now Clay County Commissioner Mike Sella. Mike, good to see you here out at the Thrasher Horn Center. We really do appreciate you coming and checking us out. I want you to tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing here at Clay County with the Travelers. It's the Tourism Development Council. Are you ahead of that?
I am the chairman. I'm liaison between that board and our main board of county commissioners. And we have our own budget, which is basically established by a 5% bed tax on hotel rooms. And so we are tasked with taking that money and then bringing in additional tourists, visitors to spend money in the community and do different things. And so obviously cornhole is just one of many things that we're bringing in. We're working with our partners, Airstream Ventures. They are folks that are more or less our sports and event marketing.
So I know for certain personally that you reached out to me probably last August. We were talking, you must have watched some cornhole on TV and you found out that I was the local or regional director here in this area, and I know for sure that you reached out to me and you said, how do we bring Clay County and cornhole together? And you and I have been working together a little bit, and I've also been working with Airstream Ventures to figure it out. And this is pretty much our first event, and you got a chance to come in and walk through, check out the other room. Tell me what you think about it.
Yeah, it's step one. We did I happened to be home on a Sunday night watching ESPN, and up comes the American Cornhole League, and I just said, I think it was either somewhere else in Florida or maybe South Carolina. And I said, we can do that. How do we do that? And so I looked you up on the web, on the ACL page, and there was Rob Chismark from Middleburg. And I said, wait a minute, he's right here in our backyard. We got to get in touch with Rob and see how we can become part of cornhole. This is the first time that we've been able to have an event like this in Clay County. Coming up next year, we've got the USA Cycling National Championships coming to Clay County. So we're stepping into events and sports in a big way, and we think that's a very big part of our tourism effort.
Yeah, we do have some plans to maybe even go to the fairgrounds with some of our bigger tournaments as well, because you got a lot more space out there than what we have in some of these indoor venues around here. We got, limited by some of the space, but
sure, once
we get out there and we get in that big arena, there's no limitations at all. And we can definitely have ourselves some big events over there in the Clay County Fairgrounds, as well as, the rest of Clay County, some of the other ideas. Joel Lamp with Airstream Ventures, he's got some crazy ideas, and he tries to make them reality. So you guys have partnered with, I think, the right company here in our area. So congratulations on that.
Well, thanks. We appreciate you bringing cornhole here, the ACL, of course, Joel and Thrasher Horn all teaming up to make this step one. We want to see cornhole come back many times on a much bigger level. Our goal is eventually to hopefully host a national championship and be on TV, so I could sit at home and watch Clay County on ESPN with the ACL. So, and I think it can happen. We'll continue to work, and we certainly appreciate your cooperation. And I know you like to have a home game once in a while, so this is just right up the street from where you live. So we appreciate it all. Very exciting. I'm telling you, I'm really impressed with the level of the competitors in the tournament today, and I just can't imagine when you get onto the higher levels how good these guys will actually be. But yeah, a lot of good talent here, and what's impressive is the fact that we've got young guys, older guys, everybody in between. I think it's great. And with cornhole becoming more and more visible, I mean, you can't ask for a better well, I mean, this is like Patrick Mahomes in that insurance commercial. I mean, he's throwing stuff from his left to his right and around his back, all that stuff. But it's raised the visibility of cornhole dramatically just in that commercial. So I think, you know, there's a lot more growth for the sport, and we want to be involved in it. So.
And I think we're on the right path. So I do appreciate you coming out here
Thank
today.
you. I know you got more events going, so we appreciate it.
Got a couple things going on, a little bit more live going on. We got the competitive doubles final, father versus son down there at that end. So you're gonna be able to see that. It's gonna be down and back here. We're gonna go live in a little bit. I really do appreciate you coming out here and sitting with us for a few minutes. And I'm glad you enjoyed what you saw, and I can't wait to do some more with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming over.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, and appreciate all the competitors too coming in and you know, joining the competition here today at the Thrasher Horn. I know the Thrasher Horn very excited as well. First time for them hosting a corner.
Yeah, very good. Yes,
Continued
sir.
success. We'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Once again, that's Clay County Commissioner Mike Sella sitting in with us just for a few minutes talking about Clay County and the tourism division. So this is beautiful. Right now, we're about to look into this game. They're going down and back right now. We're looking at Randy Kerr and Joey Miller. That's going to be father of Brentley Miller, the guy you just saw win competitive singles, versus Brentley Miller and his partner, Brendan Brunson. Brunson's about a 4.5-month player, but he's very successful in his baseball career as a freshman at Clay High here in Clay County. He's a pitcher. There goes Joey. That's our first live bag. Joey's right in. Brentley right behind him. Joey, this one falls off. Both of them again playing those pro snipers. Matthew Sorrell's signature bag. Joey's in again. Brentley on the edge. 7 against a 5. That's going to be 2 for Randy and Joey. We got Brentley's mom over there. We're not really sure who she's rooting for. It's not Joey's wife anymore, but she still has some connection, of course. She's rooting for Brentley, she says, but Randy's been working himself up the ranks the last couple of months. He never sandbagged like Brentley did. He just went ahead right into the competitive division and played his way through it. Got a few losses. That looks like 1 point for Brendan. Brentley's in. Joey right there on the edge. Brentley tries to go high for the block. Joey right there behind him. Brentley going to do about a 3-foot step out here. Just inside the frame and gets around it and in. It's going to be a 3. Brentley still 3 foot out.
Come on.
Got it. That's a 10.
7.
And that's going to be a 7 for Brentley and Brendan. That's 8-2.
9-2.
It was only a 7.
Brentley, back that way.
Look, both of our boards are getting a little bit more crooked than what the camera says they are. I don't know if they're right or wrong. Maybe the camera's crooked? Nah, no way.
Nah.
It's got to be their eyes. Obviously, that was wrong. Look how far away from the hole he threw it. That one goes. Randy still not behind a bag. Brendan is in. That's going to be 6. That's a 10. That's going to be 1 more for Randy and Joey. 9-3.
9-6. 9-6.
Wow, it was way more.
You're sliding on.
It looks like when Brendan looks down there at Joey, he doesn't do anything but miss. So Joey must be scaring him a little bit.
I'm glad he's on his earbuds. I think they're playing a big money game after this. $100?
You're not gonna do it.
For all Brentley's earnings.
Try to roll it up on there. Joey's taking control of the hole. Brentley right behind. Joey up over the top. Just missed that.
His bag is hanging.
Oh, 4-3. That's going to be one more. 10-6 for Brantley and Brendan. Brentley and Brendan. Fix that. Look at Brendan getting around everything. Randy needs to pull this in. He's only got one bag left. Brendan off the back. Randy could pull this in and get himself a 10. That looks like one more.
I got it, Brentley.
10-7. Joey, that one's in. You may not be able to see him, or you may. On the back side here, we got Chris Brunson, ACL Pro. That's Brendan's dad.
Hey, stay up the middle. I'm just a driver.
Just a driver. Brendan looking. Oh, that's going to be one more for Joey. 10-8. Randy Kerr going to have first bag. Airmail City here to play. That one gets in there. Brendan follows. There goes Randy. Brendan again. Randy's in. Brendan in. Randy. That one's just off the back. Brendan can get in here for 3, and he goes off the back. Follow the leader works in cornhole 2. That's a wash. 10-8. Brentley and Brendan still in the lead. Joey's still going to have first bag, and here it comes. That one's side rides. Brentley laughs just a little bit. Probably not the right thing to do. He's in. Joey's in. Joey's right there with a V block. Look at that overhead view. Perfect V block. Brendan tries a roll, or Brentley tries to roll around. Joey knocks himself in. 6-4. Just go in and get yourself one. And he does. That's one more point for Brentley and Brendan. 11-8. Joey recovered that round right there. That first bag, that side ride, and he only gave up 1 point. Even though Brentley thought that was a comedic effort. In goes Brendan. Randy just a bit right. Brendan's in. Randy's left. Brendan's off with a side ride. In goes Randy. That's a 9. That's an 8. Only one. 12-8. Miller and Brunson are ahead of Miller and Kerr. 12-8. Miller and Brunson with first bag. That one's off the back. Joey finds it. It's a short V block, but I think Joey can get around this. And he does. Even a little bit of a bully. There goes Brentley. 3-foot step out. And off the back. Joey works his bag back into the middle for his son. What a nice guy. Always doing things for his son. And he can't make the push. That's a 1 against an 8. That's going to be 7 for him. It's 15-12. This competitive final is a little bit more competitive than you thought. Mr. Kerr will have first bag. He's the elder statesman of the group. He's right there on the edge. Brendan looking to go. Got him. Kerr on the edge. That one's out of play. Brendan uses it and bounces off. Kerr way out. Brendan in for 3 in a row. Kerr on there for a 5. Brendan looking for a 12. Only gets a 10. That's 5 more, but it's 20. I'm sorry. It's 17 to 15. If Joey can do what he just did, this game is going to be over. Brentley taking his time here, flipping a bag. He's about to be very deliberate with this delivery. Here it comes. Right down the middle as Brendan wants. Joey takes a little bit. Now that's a bully bag and taking all control of the hole. Joey, right up in there. Nice bag. Brentley knocks 2 and goes off. Joey going to look to get all of them. Doesn't. Brentley goes clean. Joey needs to take all these. He got 7. That's only 2. That's going to make it 19 to 15. Mr. Kerr and Mr. Brunson about to toss off here. Brentley and Brendan, once again, they're in the king seat. Brendan, that one's in. Randy is in there pretty deep. Brendan, that one's out of play. Randy knocks one in and leaves it out. Brendan's in. This could be enough. That's a 10. Randy's going to have to drag that. That's just enough. 21-15. And your competitive doubles champions are Miller and Brunson over Kerr and Miller. Miller didn't really expect to be here. So he's okay finishing second. Looky here. We got a treat today. We have competitive champions from the conference, right? You guys are the Southeast Conference competitive doubles champion, and you have won November doubles championship. How's it feel to be champions like that back to back? Brendan,
Feels
good.
awesome.
Brantley, good. Awesome, better than good. So you guys have worked your way up. Like I know a couple months ago you were in the novice division. You were dominating. I was talking to Brentley about this. You guys were dominating. You went into the intermediate. You pretty much dominated. You went to competitive. Again, you dominated. Are you ready for that step to advanced? I need to hear words. I can't.
Yeah.
That doesn't. I'm
Yes,
not,
sir.
I'm ready.
You ready? You feel like you can compete at that level?
Not as good as this, but yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay with the fact that you have to compete when you get into that next level of the advanced division, or would you just rather dominate? I mean, tell the truth. It's okay.
I kind of want to compete.
Yeah?
Have better competition.
You're pretty competitive. You're a pitcher for Clay High, right?
Yes, sir.
So you love baseball. You love competition. You don't mind that it's higher level, lower level. I mean, you want to compete at the highest level when you get the chance, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're ready. Heck yeah. What about you? You ready? Highest level competition? I know when you're on the track, you're not thinking, gosh, I can't wait to dominate these 7-year-olds. Right?
I mean, a win's a win.
A win's really? So you're okay with that? You're okay? Like, so if your grandma was playing in the competitive division, you'd beat her without even thinking about it. I saw what you did to your dad, so.
I mean, it's easy work.
But it was work. I think I saw him get a 7 on you. I don't know how easy the work was. You really gotta thank your partner for what he did down at his end, because on your end, I mean, I wish Joey would have talked a little more, because I know he can't beat him. So, but congratulations on your November regional victory. We'll see you guys. Congratulations on your promotion as well. I can't wait to see what you guys do in advance. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for playing, guys.
All right, grab your bag and y'all get a picture real quick.
Soon, we're going to have our intermediate doubles final where we got Dylan Montevallo and Garrett Odom versus Brock Miller and Tommy Walling. These guys are local players. They play some crazy, so Dylan is from the Lake City area. And, actually, he goes to Gainesville. He goes to the University of Florida. So he gets a chance to play with a lot of our friends out there in the Gainesville and Lake City area, North Florida cornhole guys. And then I'm not even sure who who Garrett Odom is. I'm not even sure if I've ever met him, but I saw him get some. Whoa, what's going on here? I saw him get some. Try it again. There you go. I saw him get some. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. Things are going crazy over here on this side. I saw him get some Chick-fil-A delivery, so he's ready to play and ready to do his thing against these two guys, young kids from the Fleming Island area, who really have taken a liking to this game. They did it in the backyard for quite a while, and they came out to one of my local tournaments, and they decided they wanted to play in the ACL, and so they came to our conference, and they did well. I think they finished second place, and they've moved on into some of the regional competition, and they played really well lately, and they're here in the finals. Do you have to be double dipped, or you come from the losers bracket? They have to double dip. So I can tell you right now that Dylan Montevallo is not really playing in the right division, because that guy can compete with most advanced players. He throws a lot of four-baggers. You really have to block him in order to make it happen, to make a difference on his game. The same thing, and Brock is one of the best blockers around when things aren't too slick for him. He's one of the better blockers here in this division for sure. And Tommy right now, he started with his new practice regimen. He's got the step through going. They picked up the Vipers, and it looks like they really like them. Montevallo and Odom, I believe, play with all slides. The last time I saw Dylan play out in the Gainesville at a tailgate, he was definitely throwing the all slides. So it's been good time. So while we wait for those guys to show up, we're going to show you a little message from Clay County, just so you guys can take a look.
From its pristine freshwater lakes and rivers to its pine forest interior, Clay County is naturally beautiful. Situated in Northeast Florida, it's a short commute from both Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Clay County offers something for everyone and is a haven for those who love nature and the great outdoors. The county has golf courses, parks, nature trails, one-of-a-kind shopping, incredible coffee shops, fresh local fare, historic sites, and military museums that share the rich history of our country. For those who live life passionately and with conviction, Clay County is a fabric of communities, waterways, natural wonders, and caring people whose history and future are centered at the values of faith, hard work, service to country, and nature. Whether it's living, working, or playing, passions run deep here. The quaint, one-of-a-kind small towns and neighborhoods of Clay County deliver a great experience that you can't find anywhere else. A spring-fed swimming pool, local family-owned and operated restaurants that treat you like family, and treasures found at local boutiques and antique shops. These small towns make you feel like it's your hometown. So join us in Clay County for a breath of fresh air.
Welcome back to the Thrasher Horn Center here in Orange Park, Florida. One of Clay County's gems here on the campus of St. John's River State College. Thrasher Horn Center boasts a performing arts center as well as 6,200 feet of rentable space for your weddings and wedding receptions, as well as expos and conventions of any sort. Beautiful place over here. Who's first? So Brock and Tommy, they're the guys on your right now. Intermediate doubles. They got first bag. They're throwing Vipers. Garrett and Dylan are throwing their brand new snipers, said they just got last week or this week. Right now, it's going to be a 4 against a 5 so far. Garrett throws it up there and grabs 2. Dylan with the first bag. That one's just a bit to the left and off the back. Tommy looking to put it up in there. That one's a bit of a short block. Dylan right up on there and kicked a little left. Tommy left again and out of play. Dylan going to step out. Got that bag to slide. Probably a little bit more used to his all slides, as these ones just seem to be a little stickier here in the broadcast area. Dylan with a 2-bag push right there.
Push it or no?
7 against the 3. Tommy going to step out. Beautiful new American flag shoes. Love them shoes, Tommy. Holy smokes. Could be my favorite shoes on the broadcast court. Gave up, looks like 4. It's going to be 6-0. Guys in the king seat are Dylan and Garrett. Brock trying for that block. Kicks just a little bit right. There he goes. Garrett right. There goes Brock. Garrett in for a 10. Brock looking for a 10 to wash. Got it. That's a wash.
You got this coming.
Dylan, first bag, in. Tommy tries the block. It stays just a little right, so Dylan's going to step out. Dylan's in and bullies. Tommy looking for the middle. Got it. No step through today. Dylan off and out of play to the left. Tommy in. Dylan looking to get in for a 10. That's just an 8. Tommy could get in and grab the first 2 for these guys and does. 6-2. Brock and Tommy going to have first bag. Brock looking to get that block working. Vipers delivered. This one's on the edge. It could come back. Garrett just a bit to the right. Brock with 2 of them on there. Garrett left. Brock looking to slide it in. This one's up on the edge again. Garrett. Brock trying to grab it all. That's a 4. Garrett looking to get in there and get 2 and does. 8-2. Tommy was everywhere around that hole, but he couldn't get one to go. The Vipers are typically very hole friendly. And Dylan is in. Tommy right behind. Dylan in. There's that step through Tommy's good at. Dylan went for the airmail, didn't get it to go. Looking to go clean. Tommy tried to push. Dylan again trampolining. If Tommy could get in here, he can get himself some points. Looking to grab it. Got it to go. That's 3. 8-5. Brock has first bag. Typically, when we're on the local level, I can tell you that Brock is one of the best blockers in the game. He typically doesn't throw the Vipers. But right now, he's 2 in a row. Garrett, just a little bit to the right. Look at that one. That may come back with a little bit of bounce on the board. It comes almost all the way. Looking for the slide in. And he got his first Alex. That's a 6. That's going to give them 6. It's 11-8. They do have to do it twice. The Crocs are not locked in 4-wheel drive. So he's only halfway serious. That one goes. Tommy. There goes Dylan. There's Tommy right there on the edge. Dylan going to look to go. Oh, knocks him in, stays out. Tommy needs to get in here, does not. That's a 6. Dylan can grab 6 if he can get it to go just 4. But they do take the lead. Dylan and Garrett are now ahead, 12-11 over Walling and Miller.
Hey, bro, can you bring me the front a slight bit? Which one? There.
Garrett's going to have first bag. This one's up, and it's in. He's not left or right now. Brock is just carrying on from where he left off. 6 in a row. Garrett, just a little bit to the right. Brock looking to get around it, and does. Garrett tried to grab that. That's a 5. Brock going to step out about 8 inches and try to go. Oh, he gets a 10 against a 5. That's 5 more, 16-12. Looking for 8 in a row right there. Just skips right over the hole and lands on the back and stays there. 16-12. Tommy, first bag. This one's right there in the area for grabbing, and then Dylan bullies. Tommy's in. Dylan's in. Another bully. Tommy right there on the edge. Dylan can bully this, but he's going to step out about 6 inches and go. He gets around it. Tommy also 6 inches out. Trying to grab. Only throws a 5. And only gets a 4. That leaves it tied up. 16-16.
My bad, Brock, you got this.
Dylan Montalvo grabs the tie. Garrett Odom, first bag. That's in. Brock Miller, the star in this game, as he's right now 10 out of 11. No, I'm sorry. 9. That one goes as well. That's going to be 11.
There it is.
No, I'm not done. Good.
Looks like a wash.
Yeah.
He missed 2 bags in the last 3 rounds. It's going to be 10 out of 12 for Brock Miller. Montalvo just a little bit to the right, and that Tommy in. A little wraparound bag. Tommy right there on the edge. A little bit of a V. Montalvo misses it all. Tommy looking to push. That one's on the backside. Montalvo's got himself a bumper. He can get in here. Oh, he goes short. Tommy can push this and go. Get a 10 against a 4 for 6 and win the game. He does. We are on our way to game number 2 in this match. Montalvo and Odom had a little trouble with Walling and Miller that time. We're going to see what happens here. We're going to spin it one more time. Looks like Miller and Walling have first bag. Intermediate final in doubles right here. Miller picks up where he left off. Now Odom's going to try to throw a block out there. Miller grabs everything and takes it in. Odom a little bit short. And now Miller's short. Bounce up. That should count, but not here. Only at the family reunion. Odom kicks a little bit left, and in goes Miller. That's 9 against a 7. That's going to be 2 right off the bat for Brock and Tommy. Tommy wasting no time picking up where Brock left off, and he's in. Tommy 2 in a row. Dylan not used to this. Tommy's in with 3. Dylan finally finds it. Walling with a 4-bagger. And Dylan with a 5. That's going to be 7 points. Brock Miller and Tommy Walling have taken a huge lead and control. Miller. That one just kicks around and lays on the top. Odom with a nice V block. Miller tried to work around it. That one's on the edge. Odom tried going 2 for 1. Leaves it on the outside. There goes Miller with a little bit of a bully and in. Odom with a 7. Miller with a 5. He's stepping out. He's going to try to grab this. He rolls up and gets an 8. Leaving it open. Odom pulls him in. That's going to be a wash. Worked out for him as Odom rolls him in with him on the collect. Walling with first bag. This one's up and in. 5 in a row. That one's just a bit out of play. And Dylan has found himself. Walling's in. Dylan in. Walling. In for 2. It's 9-2. And they draw the blood. Let's see what Garrett can do. Odom is up. Just a bit to the left. Miller side rides. That's the first one we've seen out of him. And Odom is in. Miller off the back. May be messing with him just a little. Odom with a nice block. Miller going to step out 1 foot. Rolls around, knocks Odom off the back, and he's still just throwing a 1. And Odom is in there. That's a 5. Miller going to go straight through and only give up 1. If he can split this, and he does, and it's only 1 point for Dylan and Garrett. 9-3.
I'm not going to have another game.
What happened to the singles?
We're still playing, and these guys are holding it down. Second have ACL.
That's cool. We can fill the time. Don't worry. Tommy right there trying to get that to go. It looks like it's just there. Dylan helps him.
Yeah.
This could actually be. Oh, that's 2 more. Is that right? Just 2? Just 2 more. That makes it 9-5. Walling and Miller are still up over Odom and Montalvo. 9-5. There goes Odom. That one's just a bit off to the back, but it may roll back in. You could see what it looks like from the overhead. And everything almost goes there. Brock trying to roll it in. Got it. Collects it all. Odom just a bit to the left that time. Brock looking to get in there. Does. Found himself one more time. 1 bad round for him. Odom off the back. Brock can get in here and get 5, and he does. 14-5. Brock and Tommy have worked their way all the way back up into this regional final, and they're on their way to the double dip. Tommy on his side. Dylan collects it all. Tommy there on Dylan's side. Dylan pushes him and kicks off just a bit left. Tommy's in. Dylan is in. Tommy for an Alex. Dylan rolls in for a 10. That's 2 more. 16-5. Brock right here. Poised to do something. He's got 4 in a row. Working on it. That one's missed. The streak is over. Odom. Just a bit left. Miller's in. Odom behind him. Miller there flat. Odom. Did not try to push through. Miller going to step out 8 inches, looking to push through everything, and does. That's a 10. Odom doesn't want to miss. Just wants to get in there. Only give up 2. 18-5. It's time for Dylan Montalvo to turn it on. Tommy just a bit right. A little out of play, and Montalvo hears me and puts it in. There's a runway. Montalvo finds it. Montalvo's 3 in a row. There goes Walling for a 6. Montalvo gets a 6.
You got it, Brock.
Was it 18-11?
Yep.
18-11. Odom has got to carry on what his partner's been doing. That one's just a little out of play and off the back, and Miller finds it. There goes Odom. Miller right there with a flat block. Odom going to try to work around. Nope, right behind him. Miller up, knocks him off the back. Odom works him around. He's off the back.
How much am I up right now?
5 against the 4.
He's up 1.
5 against the 4 right here. Brock going to step out about a foot. Looking to roll around it. No, he goes over top and knocks it off. That's going to be 7 against the 4. That's 3, and that's enough. Your intermediate doubles champions, Tommy Walling and Brock Miller, in double dip fashion, and dirty, we're going to call them dirty salsa, as they've been double dipped. Come on over here, guys. Congratulations. You guys came out to Fleming Island. You saw it was a local tournament. You're like, gosh, we're pretty good at cornhole. We're going to go out there and play. All of a sudden, you're here at a regional, and now you're regional champions. Tell me how it feels. We'll start with you, Brock.
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Tommy, give me a little more. I need some athlete speak. Come on. How's it feel? You worked your way all the way through. You lost early. You worked your way all the way up through to the finals again. You had to double dip. Tell me how you felt coming into the game, Tommy.
I felt pretty confident. I thought we had it. We started playing good towards the end, and so we came out on top.
I mean, without a doubt, Brock, in these 2 games, Brock, you were definitely the star. You were putting bags in. You got a couple of streaks going. And then all of a sudden, in the second game, Tommy just picked up right where you were, and he was throwing them in too. Tell me how you feel about the competition at this level. What do you think about the next level? How do you feel you're going to compete through these different levels?
I think we can compete pretty good here, but I want to go to the next level.
Yeah, I like it. So you guys, you came out to your first monster tournament, was our conference down there in St. Augustine at the World Golf Village Renaissance. How did you like that?
Pretty good. It was really fun, actually.
Yeah? And then you came out here, you saw there was good 9 boards set up, a lot of people everywhere, a little bit more crowded than what it was in St. Augustine. Did that mess with your game at all?
No. I mean, we're used to like the local tournaments where there's only like 5 or 6, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, and it wasn't so bad over there either. So you guys, you come out, you started playing, you didn't even really know all the players in cornhole, right? But then you come out there, and I know, Brock, you are pretty good at talking trash, right? You're good at it. You do it well. You go to the backyard of the Wallings. I know Mr. Walling, he doesn't come out here and compete so much, but I know he really cares for you guys and brings you those places. When you get a chance to go in the backyard, does Mr. Walling kind of wear you out a little bit?
No.
Tell the truth.
No.
No? Come on.
I think I get some money.
I mean, in money games,
No.
does he take your money?
Never. No.
Never?
He's too scared to play.
Wow. How did it feel being on your first live feed? You were live to the world. We were on the American Cornhole League Digital Network. We were on YouTube. How did it feel to be live like that? Did it bother you? Did it give you any nerves, any pressure? Tell me, Tommy.
Pressure the first shot, but then it was good.
Yeah? Yeah, you look like you didn't have any pressure at all as you got yourself on a couple of streaks yourself. So congratulations on the double dip. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys coming out. We'll see you again. November intermediate doubles champion Tommy Walling and Brock Miller. I really do appreciate everybody watching. We do have some singles maybe coming up. We got Keith McBride. He's a St. Augustine resident. We have Keith McBride. He is in the king seat already. So we're waiting to see who he's going to face. That's going to be our last match. It's going to be intermediate singles final. But in between there, I'm going to take a few minutes and we're going to talk to Joel Lamp. He is Airstream Ventures superstar. He works very closely with the owner of the company, Alan Verlander. Joel, I want to say thank you very much for hooking us up with this beautiful venue. I know it was more your contacts than mine, but then when all of a sudden you told me who it was, I was like, holy smokes, I know that guy from years and years ago. So I really appreciate it, Joel. Tell me how you feel about sports coming to Clay County and what it's like for you.
This has been a great day for sports in Clay County. We had, obviously, with you guys here at Cornhole today, it's been fantastic. And then we had our youth wrestling tournament start today, so we've got a lot of people all over Clay County and seeing everything that the area has to offer, which is a cool aspect of what we're doing from the sports tourism standpoint.
Right. So we just had Mike on. Tell me how happy is Mike with everything that's been going on? Hey, Brock. This is too loud for what we're doing right now. I know it's a little bit loud right now, but just hold off for just 2 seconds.
I think from a Clay County standpoint, it's been a rousing success for us in the middle of the pandemic and everything that's going on. We're able to go out and be able to have these events, and everybody's in a safe format. You're not risking a lot, and you guys do a great job of making sure everybody's got their mask up, there's hand sanitizer all over the place. So that's been a really good standpoint. And as we keep bringing events, we had a cycling event a month and a half ago. We've got the cycling national championships. We've got some other stuff coming down the pipe with the state cyclocross championship and some other events next June that are coming up. So it's finding what's going to fit the area, and it's a lot of outdoor events. During the pandemic, it's a perfect time to do outdoor events. So we've seen a lot of success with that. And then being able to have you guys come in and think of the Thrasher Horn as a sports venue instead of a performing arts venue, it's a different way of looking at it, and it's really worked out well.
I do believe that the management here at Thrasher Horn is going to be overly excited after they see what it did for them as a venue, what we did, what we brought in, what we bought from them, all those things.
Did y'all buy any beer today?
I didn't. I personally didn't. I drink White Claw. Excuse me.
I think that's the thing. When we started the partnership with Clay County, was let's look at our venues in a different format. We're doing a wrestling tournament at the fairgrounds in the covered arena. That's not something that's traditionally held there. So it's a different way of using the venue. This is a performing arts and convention center. It's a different way of using the venue than they've ever looked at it or thought of it. And so as we continue to work with our partners in different entities around the country to bring events in, it's trying to reimagine some of these facilities and make them as attractive as possible.
And like I said, with what you've done here, I'm not going to lie, I was real skeptical about this being the Thrasher Horn. I thought we were going to be out in the amphitheater, playing on the main stage. I had no idea when you and I talked the first time where we were going to be. And all of a sudden I come in here and Bob, he shows us around to over 6,200 square feet of rental space and wide open space that we can do everything safely and perfect for what cornhole is and what cornhole does. And I for one want to thank you for putting us in touch with these guys, because this is what it's all about.
We want to thank you guys. I mean, this is a great opportunity for us to introduce cornhole to Clay County, everybody that's coming in, bring them into the venue, have a great championship, and then see lessons learned. How can we make it bigger and better going forward? And that's what we're trying to do with everything right now is kind of get the ball rolling, introduce people to Clay County, and show them everything that the area has to offer. It's not just the sleepy little bedroom community that's right outside Jacksonville. It's a vibrant area that's got a ton of things to offer. And what you don't realize is it's such a massive area that there are so many different areas to go and explore and see, from not just from a sports standpoint, but from a tourism standpoint as well.
Yeah, we've been privileged to see these couple of commercials that you showed us. The Choose Your Adventure stuff is unbelievable. I know I've lived here for 20 years and I know a lot of the cool stuff, but when you see it brought to you the way that they bring it to you in these commercials, it looks like it's even more fun than what I remember it being. So I'm ready to go back out right here in Clay County and love where I live, to be honest.
And that's ultimately what we're trying to do from a sports standpoint is showcase the area to everybody. That's a great place to live, work, and play. And when you have that kind of combination, people want to go there, they want to stay there longer, they want to come back. And while we want to get you to come in for a sporting event, we want you to come back later for your vacation or for another trip, or to go see something that you remember that trip we made and we we didn't get to go to Keystone and see the stuff they had. You've got an opportunity to come back, and you've got a checklist of things that you want to come back and do.
What I kind of want to talk about now, though, is can you give me a preview of what's going on in Clay County? Tell me something that we're going to be looking forward to in 2021. Is there anything that you can reveal to me? If not, that's fine, but I want to hear a little something of what's coming in 2021.
So we've got a lot of stuff coming in 21. We're back in with cycling again. We actually host the National Road Amateur Championships.
For U.S. cycling,
For the
is that
USA
right?
cycling. So the top amateur racers will be coming in, somewhere between 600 to 800 competitors competing for the national championship. The winners advance to the world championship. So that's really cool. Then we also we're working on some Sunshine State game bids. Looking to host the canoe marathon.
Nice.
Which it's a 6 to 8 mile canoe ride, and then you're racing against other people. I won't be competing in that, but I know there will be plenty of people that will.
Can we drink White Claw there?
We can sit on the banks of the Black Creek and enjoy a White Claw and watch people canoe. There's a canoe sprints race we're in the running for, ultimate frisbee.
Wow.
Baton twirling, which is a huge competitive event. And then one of the other things we're working on is Australian rules football.
Nice.
There is a local Australian rules football team, and we're going to be working with them to host all their home games in Clay County next year.
That's amazing. So I mean, I don't know if you guys are listening, but it sounds like there's going to be some incredible events coming up here in Clay County that I can't wait for. Australian rules football is one of the things that I really like watching. So I can't wait to hear and see and just be part of all that over the next couple of years with you and with all of Clay County. So thank you very much for sitting in with me. I appreciate your time and your insight. And I can't wait to see this tournament finish off, and thank you for having us here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, and thanks to everybody for coming out and competing. It's been a cool event to have here, and we're excited to see how it finishes up here in a few minutes.
Heck yeah. So what we do have for you right now, coming up, we got a treat. We got Kid Phenom, Trevor Caballero, and I believe he's going to play the guy you just watched win the intermediate doubles finals. That's going to be Block and Brock Miller. They're going to go down and back, I think, from here, and then we're going to get live. Once we see him go down and back, that guy, that was Joel Lamp that was with us. He's with Airstream Ventures. That was Caballero. Caba. C-A-B. C-A-B. Boy. A-E-R-O. Yep. Brock Miller. Sometimes when you're live, you got these things going on, but we just want to make sure that you see what's going on the scoreboard, as well as what's going on here in the room. We got Trevor Caballero. That's Kid Phenom down there, Lucky Bags athlete. And Block and Brock Miller. I believe this is a bracket game coming through the intermediate singles. As I already told you, we got Keith McBride. He is sitting in the king seat. Over there on board number 11, we also have a guy who was in the intermediate final. Tommy Walling is facing somebody as well. Both of them coming through the loser's bracket, trying to get into the final so they can be on this digital network one more time. Caballero needs a bit of a stickier bag today. That's why it looks like he switched up. He's throwing his game changer, I believe. Caballero, Kid Phenom, going to go first. First bag is up. That one goes. Block and Brock. That one's just a little left. Caballero. Slightly left her, and Block and Brock blocks everything. Caballero right there on the hole. Blocking Brock right around. Caballero off the back. That's a 4 against the 4 right now. And that's a wash. That was refreshing, that sound right there. Caballero still first bag. This one side rides off the right. Blocking Brock, finds it. Looking for one of them streaks for Brock. Blocking. He's in again. That's 2 in a row. Caballero, sticky side down. Brock, just a little righter. Caballero looking to get in here for a 7. Off the back, that's a 4. Brock for a 10 against a 4. That's going to be 6. (6-0). Caballero been playing all day long. 5-year-old legs are a little bit more tired as they're shorter and they got to walk just a little longer.
Good throwing, guys. Good throwing.
Brock is in. Caballero again off the side. Brock just a bit right. One is out of play. Caballero finds it. Miller's in. Caballero just a bit to the right. Brock off the back. Caballero knocks himself in but goes off. It's going to be 6 against the 7. One more for Miller. 7-0. Miller just a bit left. Caballero looking to take advantage. This one's up. And he's right on the edge. That one's going to go. Brock just a little bit to the right this time. Caballero. Brock wastes no time. Tried to get that one to go. Just a little long. Caballero looking to get in. That one's right on the edge. Throwing sticky side exclusively. Brock takes him and goes. That's a 5 against the 7. Caballero looking to get it. He only gets 2 there. 7-2. Brock still ahead. Caballero first bag, sticky side. That one's on Brock's side and blocking. Brock is a little bit to the right. Caballero hits the side. Brock hits the front. Caballero. That one's on the edge. Brock tries to airmail. That one goes a little long. Caballero takes him off. It's 2-0. And he's off. That's 2 more for Caballero. 7-4. You can see by Brock's body language, he is extremely frustrated. Caballero 2 in a row. Brock right there with a flat block. Caballero tries to work it in. He's going to step out, try to get it. Brock pushes 2 up. Now he's back to the middle. He's going to block this push. Perfect. Brock trying to get that push. Gets 1 to go. It's 8-7. 1 more for Caballero. 7-5. This is working up through the backdoor bracket. Winner may face the guys on the next board, which you can't see, but you can hear. In goes Trevor. Right on the edge is Brock. Trevor right behind him with a nice back block. Brock is going to step out, rolls it right off the back. Caballero hooks on the hole and stays in play. Now Brock takes him out. Right now, that makes it 5-1. He can get in here. He pushes himself. It's 5-4. That's one more for Caballero. 7-6. Brock Miller's in the lead. Caballero wasting no time, and that one goes just a little bit too right. Brock is out of play with that one. Caballero taking his time. Up and in. Miller just more right than the first one. Caballero looking to take advantage. Up and does. He's in 6-2. Brock is off the back. He gets in here. That's a 9 versus a 2. Brock in for a 5. That's 4 more for Caballero. That's going to be 10-7. Kid Phenom just took the lead. Here he comes. Puts it up there. That first bag was better than the last 2 first bags. That one's still there in play. Brock just a little bit out of play. Not much. Oh, that one kicks off. Miller steps out, looking to get in. Now he's taking a V block and hole control. Caballero right behind him, leaving no slide left. Brock's back to the middle. He may be shooting airmail. And he is. Got it to go clean. Caballero also airmailing. That one bounces off with a trampoline. He's up 3. Could be. Oh, what a nasty short airmail. Push for 8. That's going to be 15-10. Caballero still not out of it, but you can see his deliberate walk as he slows down and thinks about it. Brock Miller up. This one's just a bit to the left. Kind of out of play, and Caballero takes advantage. Brock again left, but kind of blocking the lane. Caballero takes hole control. Brock right behind him. Caballero right there. Brock over the top. That's a 3. Caballero with a nasty drag airmail that gets himself 7 right there, giving it 17-15. He needed that round right there to come back in this game, and he does. 17-15. Kid Phenom over blocking Brock Miller. Kid Phenom got first bag. That one's on the edge, just out of play. A little bit of a corner sticking in there. That one's a little bit further out of play, and Brock is 2 in a row. Caballero's in. Blocking Brock in. Caballero can't lose with that. Brock hits and goes, only gets 1. Caballero still in the lead, but does not have first bag. It's 17-16, Caballero over Miller. Winner advances. Loser goes home in this bracket match. Backdoor style. Miller kicks the front and goes off. Caballero's in. Miller's in. Caballero is right there on the edge. Miller knocks him almost all the way in. Caballero wasting no time. This is a little different for Caballero here. Miller looking to go 2 for 1. Only gets 1 to go. That's a 7 against a 6. Caballero on for the wash. 17-16. Still the score. Miller in. Thought that was a wash. Caballero off. Miller back in again. Caballero. That one goes. It's only up 3. Miller off and out of play with that one. It's a 7 against the 6. It's a 10 against a 7. That's only 3. 19-17. No doubt about it. 19-17, Miller up. Miller just a bit to the left. That one is out of play. Caballero, right and out of play. Miller, that one's still in play, but it's a little left. Caballero, that one's off. This could be enough. Miller right there, 3-1. Caballero with a nice little block, hoping that it'll work. Miller got it to go for a 6. But Caballero can fix this. He can get in and save the game. No, he does not. Caballero.
Good shot, Trevor.
22-17. Brock Miller beats Trevor Kid Phenom Caballero in the intermediate singles division. Congratulations, Brock. You're moving on. We'll see what our next game is here on broadcast court as we finish up our intermediate singles competition. Once again, we do have Keith McBride. He is in the king seat, and he's going to have to face one of these guys as they keep working through the intermediate singles division. I want to thank everybody who came out, everybody who's watched. Appreciate everything that you guys do for us in the American Cornhole League here in the Southeast Conference and the Jacksonville Regional. Josh, I want to tell you once again that I super appreciate you coming out here and helping me. I couldn't do it without you, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, not a problem. Love being out here. Super glad I got the call again to come out. Looking forward to hopefully come up to some more future events.
Oh, yeah. I got you on speed dial now. This thing right here. We just had a mini disaster right before we went live as one of our camera stanchions, somebody decided they were going to clean up or something. Unbeknownst to me, I'm out there trying to secure some more delicious beverages, and all of a sudden I hear a crash. And I heard it from over there at the bar, right? I heard a crash. And I said to myself, uh-oh. And somebody comes running out, and they're like, Rob, we got a problem. I'm like, uh-oh. I said, what happened? They said, somebody moved a bag. I'm like, oh, no. So I come in here, I'm like, Josh is already on it. They got it all stood back up again. I'm like, is everything okay? Tell me what happened.
The entire our setup, you can't really see it here, but it's all of our cameras are suspended in the air, obviously over the holes, and it's all very top heavy. So when the bag moved, everything just kind of tipped over. The cameras went flying everywhere. Thankfully, nothing broke. We were able to luckily quickly set back up. Worst part is this happened like 5 minutes before we were about to go live.
That was crazy.
So it was a mad dash to get cameras set back up, get them where they were supposed to be. Thankfully, we got it all done.
One of the best things about this whole thing is that we use the Switcher Studio. So it's on the iOS platform, and we get to use iPhones as our cameras. So sometimes you get great footage, sometimes you get grainy footage because of the age of the iPhones and things of that nature. And maybe I'm not the best aimer when it comes to setting this stuff up, but in the end, I feel like you get a good product, and it, like Josh said, nothing broke, nothing's cracked. You're not looking through a bunch of cracks or anything like that. So we got lucky there, and it was pretty simple-ish to set up again. So thank you for being here and getting rid of that disaster. You were kind of like I don't even know. You were like the hurricane wall, bro. You fixed it. It was over. It was done. And I really appreciate you being here and taking care of it.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem at all.
And in case you were wondering who might have moved the bag, it was this one guy that you might have already heard from. His name is Joel Lamp. He was trying, so if you're looking at the live feed right now, you can kind of see like a ladder leg and this brown thing coming up the left side of the main camera. Well, that's kind of, he saw it in the shot and he was like, let me go see if I can help this out. And next thing you know, the whole thing fell down. But it was awesome. We weren't live yet, and we got fixed before we went live, and we went live right at 2 o'clock. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you're getting to see some great cornhole. I hope we're filling your Saturday. I know some of the stuff that's going on with college football and things getting canceled with COVID and all that's happening within the college ranks, all of sports, the NFL, anything live. When you got to deal with people and you deal with people going out and around and catching this nasty virus, things happen. So we've been very fortunate here. We've been safe. We've been playing cornhole all day. Everybody wearing their mask, kind of except me, so I can talk through it. I feel better. I'd be breathing too hard and probably sweating a lot. So thank you for not looking at me while we're playing. But again, thank you everybody for doing what you're doing. And Josh, one more time, I want to thank you. And I can't wait to work with you again. Today I thought I really thought I was going to use you to help set up. I really thought I wasn't going to be done. I wasn't sure how fast I'd get everything set up, but I decided not to play in one of the divisions, and I got it all set up when you came in. It was kind of working seamlessly. How did you feel about that when it was working seamlessly?
Well, I mean, honestly, I felt a little left out. I got the text, told me I'm going to be here. I was like, oh, guess he didn't actually need me to come in. But
I did. I do, what you do here, when you switch all these cameras and you make sure the logos are right and everything that you're doing on this side is instrumental, and it's priceless, because when I get to talking and I get to watching over the computer, I can't even see, and I don't even know when to push that button. So to have you here and doing it and keeping up with it the way you do, man, it's worth every penny. And thank you for volunteering. So
it's okay. I do it for the drinks and the game.
I appreciate it. And, I really hope that maybe someday you pick up the game and you start progressing through the ranks of, the novice and the intermediate, the competitive, the advanced. I can see that if you've been competitive at something before, I'm sure that you could probably play this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I play at the barbecues and stuff. My strategy is what I like to call wanting them to death.
It's a real strategy. So
yeah,
Trevor was actually doing that in the last game. He was wanting him to death, but in the end, it didn't work out. Brock ended up taking care of it, and business was done.
Oh yeah.
So I really do want to thank the Thrasher Horn Center for having us out here, because really, I mean, without them and their willingness to see what cornhole could do for them, it's one of those things that, if you don't ask, you don't know. So I'm very happy that the Thrasher Horn Center wanted us to be here. I'm glad that Joel was able to work it out and we could figure out how to make this thing work with the people and the space. And it's been beautiful out here. I don't know if you had a chance to walk around, Josh. I know you didn't really get into the other room to see how that was progressing, but you came in here, you saw everything was set up. You should have went and taken a tour.
Yeah, I should have. I mean, I looked around a little bit before I came in, and it definitely really nice. It's not as big as obviously 2 weeks ago when we were in St. Augustine.
Right.
But still great setup out there. Still a good amount of boards going. And yeah.
One of the things we didn't have in St. Augustine was this beautiful, set aside broadcast room, which if we had that and all this great Wi-Fi, we could have broadcast to the world hundreds of different matches, but it didn't work out for us with the Wi-Fi over there. It worked out with us over here. So Thrasher Horn Center, one more time, you got another one up. That was awesome. Your Wi-Fi is amazing. We do appreciate everything you've done for us. Everything that's here, over 6,000 square feet of rental space with different conference rooms, as well as a performing arts center. They even have, not only do they have the main performing arts center, but they also have a side stage where you could come, the smaller national acts are there. So this place is really awesome. And let me tell you something that I really like, is that the drink prices, they're kind of low. So I like to drink, and the prices are low. So that's awesome.
Absolutely cannot go wrong with that.
Hey guys, I want you guys to take one more look. We showed you a couple of times this nice long message from Clay County. we do want you to come out and visit. It's the Tourism Development Council is here, and they want you to check out Clay County. We got a bunch of cool activities. I live here. I reside here. I love it here. I want you guys to check this out, and we'll talk to you in just a few minutes. I'm going to go figure out what our next match is so we can see it. It's going to be working on through the intermediate singles, and once we come back, we'll get it started, and we're working our way to the intermediate singles final. It'll be our final event for the evening. So I appreciate you guys taking a look. Take a look at Clay County, and we'll be right back.
From its pristine freshwater lakes and rivers to its pine forest interior, Clay County is naturally beautiful. Situated in Northeast Florida, it's a short commute from both Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Clay County offers something for everyone and is a haven for those who love nature and the great outdoors. The county has golf courses, parks, nature trails, one-of-a-kind shopping, incredible coffee shops, fresh local fare, historic sites, and military museums that share the rich history of our country. For those who live life passionately and with conviction, Clay County is a fabric of communities, waterways, natural wonders, and caring people whose history and future are centered at the values of faith, hard work, service to country, and nature. Whether it's living, working, or playing, passions run deep here. The quaint, one-of-a-kind small towns and neighborhoods of Clay County deliver a great experience that you can't find anywhere else. A spring-fed swimming pool, local, family-owned and operated restaurants that treat you like family, and treasures found at local boutiques and antique shops. These small towns make you feel like it's your hometown. So join us in Clay County for a breath of fresh air.
All right, well, it looks like we are back here. They're just going down and back a couple times. We're currently waiting on Rob to come back, but we can watch these warm-ups as we go.
Are we waiting on him?
Yeah.
It's just practice.
You're talking about practice? It's an Allen Iverson reference.
Back?
Yep, we're back.
I'm back right on time. Go Bucks. Do you need another one of those? Because I'll go get it.
Yes, please.
Okay. You want me? I'll go get it. Are you going to talk?
I'm,
you go get it.
Yeah, I'll
take
go
my
get
money.
it.
Here, take my money. I don't think I have anything very small, but.
We take large bills too.
What are you doing over there talking?
Why are you giving out blood?
Don't take
I mean, for real.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sorry, I just stepped in here. You guys watched the beautiful message from Clay County. I appreciate you guys taking a look. Right now we got Dylan Montalvo and some guy named Murray. David Murray. That's an easy name. I can't recognize your face because you've been wearing that mask perfectly all day long, and I appreciate that. You guys ready to go live?
Yep.
Who's first? David Murray first. Both of them in the loser's bracket, working back to the finals. Montalvo switched back to his all slide. Murray looks like he's shooting snipers. Montalvo got that one to go. Ooh. Murray stepped out, side right. Montalvo there. Looks like a wash. Oh, jeez. Could have left the tip. Thank you. Murray still with first bag. Here he comes. Intermediate singles as we're moving forward. That's why you're here. Looks like Montalvo's a little bit more comfortable with his all slides, but it looks like Murray might have gotten one there. He did. That one just a little bit to the left and off. Montalvo finds it. Murray on the edge. Ooh. Not what Murray was looking for there. Takes his time, goes for the airmail, takes both in but off. Montalvo with a 10. Ten to 3. That looks like a 7 spot for Dylan. 7 to 1. Montalvo, that one's left and out of play. Murray right there on the edge. Montalvo pushes him and kicks off. Murray in. This is Murray's side for sure. Murray just a bit to the left. Montalvo, all of his are left.
Let's go.
Murray grabs himself 6 and ties the ball game, or bag game, if you will. One more time, I always want to give thanks to St. Michael's soldiers as they help us out throughout this whole cornhole season. Myself as a pro, my wife is a pro, my partner, J.D. Wilson, and hers, Lori Dool. They fully sponsor us throughout the league, and they're here for most of our events. Murray looking to grab that. He goes right over the top. Big hard bag. Montalvo loving that left side. Murray's in there for a 7. Montalvo for a 4. That's going to be 3 more. Ten to 7. Montalvo is a student at the University of Florida. My main man took away some stuff here. Probably a huge Gator fan as well, judging by that haircut. He's got to be a Gator fan. Murray with a 4. And Montalvo helps him out. 7 to 6. One more for Dylan. 10-8. Still hasn't. Oh, looky there. He's flipped the Crocs into 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
That's serious stuff. That's how you know. That's how you know he's serious. He flipped them in to 4-wheel drive after that double dip. He knew he had to keep them on.
Yeah, so on the subject of Crocs, I've seen a lot of the competitors wearing them here. Is that unofficial uniform? Is it like a luck thing, or is it just, you know, the ventilation and the...
I'm going to say, I don't know, because I wear slides.
Right.
So for me, it's comfort. I don't know. Like, for Dylan, I think it's just, I mean, I just told you he went to the University of Florida. That's their formal shoes.
Of course.
So I mean, so he's wearing he's out. So it's his formal
Yeah.
shoes. Now other guys, I'm not quite sure. I mean, we're looking at around the room. You can see look at them old man Nikes on that guy. We got some sweet ass American flag shoes on that guy. Look, there's no Crocs over there. We got some Hey Dudes. There's some Crocs.
More
But
Crocs, yeah.
that guy doesn't make the broadcast, so. But so I would say that it's got to be some sort of comfort level. I think. Like I said, I wear these slides because I'm very comfortable in them. Not to mention, I don't like to cover a lot of my socks. I'm a socks guy.
I mean, you can't see it on the broadcast, but you do have those very large, very nice,
knee high.
big,
Go Buckeyes. So I think we might have missed some points there. It looks like it might be another
13.
one for Dylan. So
Yeah,
13 to 10. Dylan found himself a streak. David, right there. David actually gets, what, 1 point there? No, 2 points. 1?
It should be 2, right? If they're all in the hole. Oh, okay.
Okay, 1. 1 for David, so now it's 13-11. Montavo the Gator, he's going to have second bag. That one's off. Montavo in again. Murray, just a bit to the left. Look at there. That's a 6 against a 12. That's going to be 6 more. That's going to make it 19-11. Dylan over David. That one's just a little bit to the right. Kind of out of play. Could be drug, but David makes sure it stays out there. Dylan has both bags over the hole. David is crunching it up in there. Dylan tries to stay back behind as a block. David going over the top. That one hit and kicked. Dylan going to stay with the block. David may get one to go and get himself 1 point, stay in this game. No, 2 more. Dylan takes the win, 21-11, and he moves on. David has been eliminated. Dylan's going to have a game coming up real quick. Probably going to be right here. Got to go report first. And then we'll have probably Dylan one more time against another player. Working their way through the intermediate singles division. We really do appreciate you coming in here at the Thrasher Horn Center, taking a look at what we're doing on the ACL DN, as well as YouTube. I believe we're simulcasting today. So it's really awesome just to hang out with you guys today and show you some cornhole. Clay County helped us bring it. St. Michael Soldiers, Airstream Ventures, Boardman Cornhole, and of course the Southeast Conference of the ACL. And Uber, Mr. Tom Walling, that is Uber. That guy right there, he'll take those kids anywhere. And he doesn't even charge. That's crazy. You Uber these kids everywhere they need to go, and you don't even charge them?
Wow, that is truly great. My question is, what does he get out of it?
He just got to see his son and another guy win the intermediate doubles championship. Through a double dip, he cheered. I heard him over there. I know he cheered.
Yes, I also heard him.
So, and he told me that if these guys interrupt, if they get into beer 30, they're finished. So they're trying to get it done quick, right? So, yep. Are you both? Brock Miller's still waiting. I know he is. Are you still waiting too? No. The best shoes in the whole game all day is out. Will you give them to Brock, please? Because I just need those shoes right there are the best shoes in the game today.
I think they're still little kid sizes.
Oh, whoa. Brock has been growing lately. I believe he's like 5'9" now. So he's talking trash. You know, that's one of the best things he does is talk trash. So our next match, we get to see Dylan one more time with the 4-wheel drive Crocs, and he gets to play one of the local favorites in the intermediate division, Tyler Rucap. Tyler just started playing probably about 6 months ago in a more serious fashion, as he does play with the guys from the Baggin and Braggin group over in Jacksonville. You guys ready to go live? Yeah. Sure? All right, Rucab and Montalvo are about to go live here. Who won? I did. All right. Rucab gonna have first bag. Black shorts trimmed in red. Green mask. Oh, Montalvo right there on the hole. They all slide. He did make the switch since doubles. Rucab with the sniper. Montalvo goes clean. I don't know how he did it there, but he pulled Rucab around. Rucab can get this to go. He does, but he's on the outside. Montalvo grabs it. It's 10 against a 5. That's going to be 5 for Dylan.
That's probably the way you want to start a match there.
I would say so. You grab that 10, you pull it in, you make everybody cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering, the guy stepping in, looking in, that's Keith McBride. He's sitting in the seat. He's waiting to beat up everybody. He does have to be double dipped. Rucab is in. Montalvo may not miss the rest of this tournament until that bag. It's the old broadcaster jinx. You know, it's the broadcaster jinx. That's Wash, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's different when you're sitting here, you hear the broadcaster say it, gets in your head, messes you up. Just got to be sitting there thinking, damn, I wish they would be quiet.
Wait, shut up. Sorry, it's my job. This is my job to broadcast. Montalvo, 2 in a row since I said he wouldn't miss again. Rucab does have hole control with that sniper. Montalvo kicks it in and goes off to the left. And Rucab takes control again. Montalvo goes clean, but he pulls everything in. Rucab can get a nice round here.
Are you joking?
Oh, he washes it off. Not happy at all. Wants to know if I'm joking. Yes, I am. I think that's who he was talking to, was me. I don't know. Maybe he was talking to the bag.
If I was to guess, it was probably the bag.
Montalvo's in. Rucab follows. Montalvo again. Oh. Rucab is related to the Pharaohs, in case you were wondering. He will call them if he needs to. That's a 6 for Montalvo. If you don't talk about him missing, he won't. 11-0. Back in the backyard at home, we call that a skunk, but we don't play like that here. Rucab works that one around. It falls in the back. What a beautiful bag. Montalvo with a nice flat block in front. Rucab going over the top. Goes clean. Rucab doesn't want to miss either. It's 9-8. Oh, no. He pushed him in again.
Oh, my God.
Rucab has worked 2 washes from that end. And Montalvo all of a sudden goes crazy from this end. This time Montalvo just a bit left. Rucab's got to take advantage here. Rucab in. Rucab on the edge. He's got a bag left. Montalvo works right around. He gets in for a 10. Rucab can get this for a 12 and does. That's 2. He's on the board. It's 11-2. It's not over. Down 9, but hasn't missed in a while. Rucab, just a bit to the left. Montalvo's in. Rucab goes. Montalvo follows. Montalvo just a bit left, but still in. Rucab works around and Montalvo going for the airmail drag. Got it to go. That's going to be 2 more. 13-2. This kid, Dylan Montalvo, University of Florida student. What more does he have to do but play cornhole? Their football team's got at least 2 losses, right? I mean, they're not going to the playoff, are they?
Watch it now.
Rucab gathers it and collects it. Montalvo goes.
Definitely some bold words for a man living in Gator country here.
I feel like there's live gators all around me. And I'm not even talking about the reptiles. I'm talking about the live gators. How many is that? 6 points for Montalvo, making it 19-2. We may be able to be witness to Montalvo's run all the way to the championship if he can continue this. Rucab trying to work around. That one's just a bit out of play. Montalvo knocks him off. He needs 2 to win. Rucab gets in there without him. Montalvo going to try to drag it. Pushes it. Instead, he collects it. That's a 10. And that's a 9. That's only 1. There's going to be 1 more round at least. I don't know if Rucab can buckle down and start scoring some points and get some momentum to go his way or not. But I'd like to see it.
18 to tie.
Yeah, he only needs an 18 to tie. Oh, man. Four bagger will win this unless that bag will work itself back. It's coming. Here it comes. 50, might be 48% in now, and now it's all the way in, but he threw that one off the back, and Montalvo will not miss. That's enough. Rucab. That one, that's going to be enough. 22-2. And we're going to keep watching Montalvo as he works his way through. I think his next opponent is going to be blocking Brock Miller with the Vipers. A little bit more. Yeah. A little bit more strategy is going to go into the next game as Brock loves to block. Brock Miller versus Dylan Montalvo.
Hey, that's okay. Rock's got 2 white claws.
Brock's going to take his time and use the time to practice right here at the Thrasher Horn Center, Orange Park, Florida. We are on the campus of St. John's River State College in Orange Park. Tyler, no matter how mad you are, that was a good run. Could have been better. That was a good run. Keep it up.
You sitting out for 30 minutes, or an hour and 30 minutes, such.
Yeah, I hear you. It happens. They're doing their down and back. Get through separately on the other end. I don't know if we're going to go live down here or not. We'll see. We're working our way straight through the intermediate singles in this regional here in Middleburg, Florida. Actually, we're in Orange Park. 32065. Orange Park, Florida. You gonna go live? You going live?
Yeah.
Who got? Dylan's gonna have first bag. The All-Star is up and in. Brock Miller. That one hits the side route. Matavo wastes no time, taking advantage. Miller's in. Miller's in. Matavo with the 10. Miller, a 7. That's going to be 3 for Dylan.
The Montalvo train out of the station early again.
Yeah. It's not a 5, but a 3 works. Brock is wearing his dad's shoes. I guess he couldn't find his own. The old man Nikes he's got on. Look at Montalvo. He may not miss the rest of this game. Maybe even this tournament. Didn't mess him up that time.
Nope.
No jinx there. Oh, that's a 10.
Could still go in.
Brock takes 2 of his bags off. That's going to be 10 against a 4. That's 6 more for Dylan. It's a little better than that 5.
Definitely how you want to start off.
That's 2 big leads in a row for Montalvo back-to-back game.
That's what happens when you start working through the backdoor bracket and you stay warm. The other guys are over there just waiting to play you. They're kind of cold. They're not ready. They're not over. I don't hear any other bags bouncing off boards down the way. So, oh, look at that little roll bag for Montalvo. Miller tried to get them both to go, and now he's blocked most of the roll. Montalvo helps him. Miller's going to try to grab that, and he goes off and gives up one more, 10-0. Brock, not used to walking in his dad's shoes, almost trips right in front of us.
Take you back to the backyard.
Montalvo is absolutely not interested in missing. Until now. Sometimes when you go to Clay County, there's some interesting things. Montalvo is now interested in missing. But Brock did not take advantage the way he should have. Looks like it's only 2 more for Dylan. How many? 5 more. 15-0. Brock must know it's getting close to beer 30. Both of them close to the hole. Brock trying to stay behind, but he knocks Dylan in. Dylan right behind everything. Brock needs something here. Up and over the top. He got 2 to go and 1 off. That's 1 more for Dylan. 16-0. Clay County, Florida Tourist Development Council brings us out here to the Thrasher Horn Center. Montalvo, University of Florida student. He's in place to take this. Brock is now taking control of the hole. Montalvo is in once. Brock knocked himself in. Overhead view shows it. Montalvo goes clean. That's an 8. Brock tries to go clean. That's 4 more. It's 20-0. Brock is going to have to buckle down here. I know he can. I've seen him do it before. A heck of a player for a guy who's only been playing competitively in the American Cornhole League for about a month. There he goes. You can see that all of a sudden he's got a new focus. And he may make them all. 3 in a row. That's a 10. It's a wash. Still in it. 20-0. 20 is not enough. Got to go to 21 here in this game. Montalvo gets in there. Rock is off. A four-bagger's going to win this one. He tried to go over the top and go clean. Now he's in again.
How much here?
He has 8. Even in, it's over. He goes anyway, clean as a whistle. 21-0, Montalvo over Miller. Montalvo still, that train is still rolling. Choo, choo.
Somebody better get off the tracks.
I'm telling you, if you're on the tracks, it may
Better
hurt.
watch out.
It may hurt.
This guy's been on fire of late, Rob.
Good news for Uber, it's beer 30, and he's rounding them up.
He may be able to get the early bird special too.
Early bird special.
2 for 1.
2 for happy hour, ladies and gentlemen.
It's only 4:30. You still got plenty of time. Appetizers 2 for 1. You can get a little bit of everything.
You say it's only beer 30? Let's go. Montalvo sitting here, waiting for the next one.
Thank you, guys.
0.
See ya.
What a throw, guys. See ya, thanks, guys.
Montalvo straight out of, actually the kid is from deep down the state. Fort Myers area, I believe, is where he actually resides.
Oh,
but he's
wow.
here in school because he lives here in Gainesville now. He goes to the University of Florida. He's hasn't really traveled a lot for these regionals. He plays in a few of the local, backyard tournaments that they have in these places in the Lake City and the Gainesville area. But he's usually very good. That's why when I saw him coming through this division, I was like, this kid may not ever lose. And you can see he's working his way through. He must have lost at least once because Keith McBride is sitting there in the king seat just waiting. Uh-oh.
You know what, you gotta look at me, he's in no break.
Uh-oh, look who's here. It's Uncle Papa.
You know, there's an A and B conversation, see way out of it.
Well, I thought I was the A and the B. Uncle Papa throwing them victory, or those ultra Uncle Papa.
P-A-W-K-A-W?
Sure. Uncle Papa. Poor, yeah.
Bill, in your spot for 15, right?
They're going to go back, but Dylan is very accustomed to playing this guy. One of his favorite players of all time. Gives him Werthers on the side. It's Uncle Papa. And Dylan Montalvo. Everybody been working hard. In fact, in November, down in Ocala, Uncle Papa is the winner of that regional. He won the intermediate singles down there. He's looking for a similar result today. Hoping for that. This is our first live round. Dylan gives way to age and lets Uncle Papa go first.
There's just a traffic jam.
That's what they need, though. That's going to be a heavy wash. 4 points for everyone. We didn't see Dylan in Ocala. He said, but what he said was, if Uncle Papa won, I'm coming to the next one. Here we go, 6 against a 5. It looks like 1 point for Dylan. 1-0.
Definitely not the same lead that we've been seeing from him, but a lead nonetheless.
Well, he doesn't want to beat Uncle Papa too much. He likes Werther's. You know what I'm saying?
True. Got to win by just enough to keep those Werther's coming.
Keep the Werther's coming. Dealing with it too. Uncle Papa can take the lead right here. And he does. 2-1.
Just a smart play there. Get the point. Get the 2 points.
Don't try to go over the top. Don't do anything crazy.
Don't
just
try to
go.
win it. You can't win it in that round.
One them to death.
Yep. my favorite strategy, just want them to death. That's all you need to do.
We've been talking about shoe selection here in the throughout the tournament. Look at Uncle Papa. He got his crap kickers on. That guy right there is ready to go out and feed the cattle as well as the horses. He don't care.
Let's see if he can feed some bags here.
Feed some bags into that hole. Look at Dylan getting around everything. That's going to be 6 against a 3. That's 3 more. 4-2. He's daddy to some. He's Uncle Papa to others. There he is. That one's right there on the edge. Uncle Papa looking to push all this. Nope. Five against a 6. That's going to be 1. Won them to death. 4-3. Dylan's still ahead.
This is a big contrast from what we've seen earlier today, where we've had points in bunches, 5s and 6s. We've seen a lot of 1s and 2s so far in this one.
You know, when you get deep into the tournament, there's no doubt that you find a little bit of fatigue, right? And somebody who plays you every day might know how to play you today.
Correct.
So Dylan and Uncle Papa play a lot together and a lot against each other. So watching this game go one at a time, it's par for the course. Papa works that up there for an 8. Dylan in there for a 3. That's going to be 5. It's going to be 8-4.
And there's that big turn of events right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the familiarity right
Yep.
there. You see, he puts it right where he knows Dylan's not going to go around it, not going to go over it. It's going to make Dylan make the decisions, the hard decisions, and hopefully they're the wrong decisions. That's a calculated bag. He puts it right there in his lane, and he leaves his lane open so he can get right up in there. Dylan's still trying to push. You can see that he wants those shots, the same shots he's been making against everybody else. There's a few more nerves work together in this one, and Uncle Papa gets one more. It's 9-4.
A lot of blocking early in this one.
Yeah. Uncle Papa puts his first one in, then he throws that one right in Dylan's lane, and Dylan's like, I got this. Right? So it's the same thing every time. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming.
This is a Tom Coughlin game. A lot of grit being shown.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A lot of fullbacks being used.
See that? He could not want to miss anymore, but Uncle Papa puts that right in his lane, right up in there against the hole. Then he pushes that one up too. Big shot there. He missed it. It's a 4 against a 5. Dylan only gets 2, but he finally got first bag back. 9-6.
Well, that just stops the bleeding there for a moment right there.
For sure. And those train tracks you were talking about, Uncle Papa knows how to block them. He's got a whole like crossing arms, you know what I'm saying?
He has put the crossing arms down for sure.
There he goes. He's in. That one's still on the backside, looking to want to come in. It's a 6 against a 5. It's an 8 against a 5. 2 more, and he takes it right back. 11-6.
It was 8-5.
No. Yeah, that was down there. It was 8-4.
Yeah, so that's 3, right?
No, I got it. It was 8-6. One went in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was 8-6. Look at Eric. Puts that block on there, but Dylan might be able to get around it, but he doesn't. Right behind it. I believe our next match is going to be our finals match in this division. It's going to be our final match of the broadcast. That's a 4 against a 1. Dylan finally gets it to go for the wash. That mullet is not shaking the way it should be. You got to shake the thunder, Dylan. Can't mess around leaving it there. Papa's up, and that one's on the edge. Dylan goes. If you leave it open, he's going to take it. There he is. No more open. No more taking it. Knocked himself off. That's going to be 4. Oh, my good gracious. 9 against a 4. Looked over at him like, what'd you do that for, young buck? Uncle Papa gets in here? Yes, he does. 9 against a 5. 12 against the 7. 12 against the 7. That's 5 points for Dylan. And that's going to tie the ball game.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Same 5. But think about one little mistake there. Opened the door and the train got right back on track.
Train is back on track. Funny thing is, nobody else forced him to miss. Uncle Papa's been forcing him to miss every time he wanted him to miss.
Yep.
If he can execute those bags in front of the hole, Dylan will miss. If he can't, he won't. There's another 12. Against the 6. It's going to be 6 more, and just like that, choo-choo. 17-11.
Remember when it was 11-6?
I remember. I remember. All of a sudden, if you don't make a miss, he won't.
No, correct. 9 in a row.
Montavo in. There he is. There's the miss bag. Didn't work that time. That's 2 more. 19-11.
And that's the pressure he puts on you. You know he's going to hit them all. And if you don't, you've got to be perfect every throw.
The fact of the matter is you almost have to put that bag in front, even if it's the second bag. Because you have to force him to miss, so you put the pressure back on him. Because he doesn't have any pressure when he just gets to slide them all in.
Exactly.
You have to put that bag right there. And it has to work. First part is you got to put it there. Second part is it's got to work.
This is where he had it earlier and had it going.
Oh, he almost worked it in there. Dylan puts it up in there. Uncle Papa's got to have one fall, and he doesn't, and Dylan moves on. Dylan, 21-11.
15-0 run to end it.
Just like that. It was 11-6.
It was 11-6.
It was a 15-0 run, and Dylan is hot.
I mean, that's what happens when you get to play, 3 games in a row?
I'm telling you, and this kid right here doesn't like to miss. He's not typically interested in missing. So the king seat sitter right now is coming up to the boards. I don't know if he's been warming up. Tell me, son, has he been warming up? He's been over there practicing. Keith McBride. He's got straight out of St. Augustine, so he loved that tournament we had down there a couple weeks ago. You can go down and back a couple times if you want to, just to kind of get the feel of the boards. I don't want you to go 21-0, 21-2. I want you to show your dominance. You earned that king seat. So take your time, get yourself right, and block this freaking kid.
I like how Dylan throws off though.
Yeah, you look at him and down and back, he's like
down and back. He throws a little.
He throws them everywhere.
Yeah.
But that listen. When he locked him into 4-wheel drive after that double dip and doubles, I could tell he changed his bag. He locked it into 4-wheel drive. He's ready to throw some bags. Look, now he's just going to play around. Keith McBride ain't no joke now. Keith McBride was playing just a couple of months. He dominated his backyard. Look, see his son over there? That's the guy. That's his son.
Yeah.
He dominated his backyard, right?
Well, it's got
He
to
said-
start. You got to start
He's
somewhere.
like, hey, son, let's go play somewhere else because I'm tired of whipping you. That's what he told him. I'm tired of whipping you, so let's go play against other people. Well, lo and behold, Keith McBride is sitting in the king seat waiting for whoever was going to come back to him. He was hoping it would be his son, but it isn't. You going to go live already?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh, man, Keith McBride is ready to go live. This is our final match of the day. Keith McBride versus Dylan Montalvo, intermediate singles final right here. It was our biggest division today out here at the Thrasher Horn Center. Thank you, Clay County Tourist Development Council, bringing us out here. St. Michael Soldiers, of course, every time. Keith is going to have first bag. Looks like he was messing around playing possum in down and back as well. Put
a lot
that
of
one in.
sandbagging done in the out and back.
Put that one in. Montalvo, waste no time. I like Keith. He's a little bit more deliberate than the rest of the players we've been seeing. Montalvo wastes no time behind Keith.
Montalvo is the Oregon of cornhole.
He's fast. He wants to get as many plays as he can. There's a good bag right there. It's in front. Montalvo knocks everything off, but it looks like he still gets 3.
Another early Montalvo lead.
Another early Montalvo lead, but he's got to do it twice now.
Oh,
So
he's
Keith
got
is
a
in the
double
king
dip.
seat. He's got a double dip. He said he told me I'm a really thick tortilla chip. I don't typically break. And he said, when I look at Mr. Keith, I see dirty salsa. You feel me? He's ready to double dip. You know what I'm saying? Calls him dirty queso. But Mr. Keith is not ready to go home that easy. Mr. Keith finds it again. Dylan drags that one in. That's a 12. And that's a 10. That's going to be 2 more for Dylan. 5-0. That's the lead we've seen him in 4 straight matches. Nope. 3 matches. One off.
9 out, right?
Yeah, 1 off. That one's just a bit out of play and off to the right. Mr. Keith trying to stay in front of him. Montalvo bullies him out of the way and goes in. Jeez, I can't even look back fast enough. No. Montalvo's got that bag gone. I'm going to just keep my head down here. Montalvo on there for an 8. Mr. Keith going to step out about 1 feet, 10 inches. 1 feet, 1 foot.
1 foot.
Find it right up on the backside. 2 more for Dylan. 7-0.
He kicked the extra point. Kind of surprised he didn't go for 2 there and go make it 8-0, but that's okay. Still early.
Hit the field goal. Got to hit the field goal.
Get the extra point. Don't chase points early. I like it.
Jeez, oh man, Montalvo not even wait for Mr. Keith to have all his bags in his hand. He's firing.
I'm glad we didn't put a commercial on.
I want you guys to watch Mr. Keith's delivery. He doesn't even look at the hole till the last second. That's a big spot. Looks like an 8 there. 15.
Yeah, big jump.
15-0, but that's okay.
Good thing I'm sitting in the king seat, huh?
Mr. Keith has another game to play.
It's a warm-up game.
Montalvo over the back. That's the first bag he's missed.
As I say, there's the door open right there.
We'll see what Mr. Keith can do here. He follows him. Montalvo off again, says here. 1 more?
There's a magnet in the back.
Mr. Keith said, don't do that crap no more. And he does.
Can't get it back in one round.
No.
That's a good bag right there. Right on the edge. Montalvo works them both in there. They're locked up. It's 5 to... No, it's 2 to 5. Mr. Keith with 3. 15 to 3.
Nice
Don't
job.
need a second game if you can figure it out this time.
Nice job by taking advantage.
Ain't dead yet.
Took advantage of the
Dude's not
opportunity.
even in his 60s yet. What is he talking about?
My daddy says he,
Oh. Montalvo doesn't wait. He didn't even let that bag stop. Fires in again. Up 3. Oh boy. This could be enough. If he puts this in, a 4-bagger will win this game.
Oh, wow.
8 to 4. That's only 19.
That is unfortunate.
It's all right. Mr. Keith's not ready to get to the second game yet.
Not yet.
19-3.
We're getting closer though.
In goes Dylan. Over goes Keith. In goes Dylan. Seven to 1. 7 to 4. Took everything. That's going to make it 12 to 6.
I think a 4-bagger wins this.
12 to 9, and that's going to be enough for the first one. We're going to reset this and move on to our second. Montalvo coming up through the backdoor bracket is now even with Mr. McBride, who was sitting in the king seat. This is definitely a sudden death match.
Just
We're going to go live. Mr. Keith, he's got... Montalvo has first bag. This one's off to the left, but still in the hole. Keith's going to have to pick it up here if he wants to take this championship home. Montalvo works it right in, leaving that one there on the left. Montalvo drags that. What a nasty bag right there. 9 to 1. There's a 10. Off the back, 10 to 4. That's going to be 6. Just like that. Dylan got that big lead that he'd been looking for the last couple matches.
What is it, 4 in a row? Same, almost same exact lead. That's crazy.
6-0 for Dylan off the first round. Dylan off the back that time. That one's out of play.
If you think
Mr.
about
Keith,
it,
gotta
Dylan
do
hasn't
something
been put in an adverse situation the whole time that we've seen him in this in the backdoor bracket here.
Ever since he put those things into 4-wheel drive, he hasn't lost much.
His transmission is running quite well.
I'm telling you. He put them Crocs in the 4-wheel. He heard me talk about it on the broadcast and got double dipped. He flipped them over and put them into 4-wheel drive, and it's on. This time he's throwing an 8. Mr. Keith has already got 1 point. He got 4 there. 6 to 4. Little different for Keith McBride, king seat sitter.
That's a big answer right there after a 6 spot in the first.
That's the South King right there, in case you were wondering. In our game of throws, that's our South King over there. We're just a bit off top of the hole on the left side. Dylan is in there. Leak deep. Kind of a V block. Keith takes it all. This time that one may be out of play, but it's still in the hole. Keith right there, taking Dylan's side. Dylan pushes him and replaces. Keith is going to step out. That's about a 2-foot, 6-inch step out. And he hits the side rail. Dylan grabs that for a 10 and takes 3 points on that one, making it 9-4. Keith is not happy with his step out right there as it hits the side rail. Not exactly what he was expecting. Dylan leaked in the hole, but he's on the right side and a little bit deep. Keith is right-er. Dylan is right-er. Keith gets in. Dylan goes off the back. I don't know what happened here. Keith bullies him out and is in. Dylan's short. That's a 2. Keith on there for an 8. Looks like he got 6 out of that. That makes it 10-9.
2 good rounds. Gets him right back in.
Just like that. Bang, bang.
We haven't seen that out of Dylan today.
No, he doesn't usually relinquish that lead once he gets it. That was an uncharacteristic 2 out of him.
And now Keith is
I don't know what happened
here, taking control.
I'm going to guess that maybe Hall & Oates came on his radio, and all of a sudden he was just everywhere where he was supposed to be.
A little private eyes, maybe.
Or maybe, I don't know, private eyes, or maybe, oh no, he doesn't even have his earbuds in right now. I don't know what happened. Maybe the police? I don't know. Every step you take? I don't know what happened. Sting? All by himself? Keith McBride is not messing around, though. He's got a nice round going right now. 7 points against 5. That's an 8. Dylan can get in here. It's 10 against an 8. That's 2 more for Mr. McBride. 12-9. Every breath you take. No? Oh, he does have one in, so he is listening to something. I don't know, it must have came in like a wrecking ball, and all of a sudden his game went to nothing. You're here in Clay County. You should be listening to Leonard Skinner. I'm not going to lie to you.
If you're not, it's un-American.
It's un-American. Mr. McBride rolls that one up there and pins it in. Montalvo just a bit to the left. Takes a look back at the scoreboard. Keith right up in there. Montalvo puts a nice back block. Mr. Keith. Montalvo's going to hit this airmail. That's what he's going for. Here it comes. He tried to go clean, but he gives up one more. McBride 13-9 over Montalvo.
Remember, it was 6-0. A 13-3 run right now.
This guy over here, he's a big basketball guy, so he loves those runs.
I
He
love the
understands
runs.
the runs.
Right. Well,
He understands the
kicker.
runs.
Here's the kicker on that. He's now controlling the tempo. He's changed it. It was an up-tempo, high-scoring affair. Now it's slowed down. And
Mr. Keith after that first game said, I got a second game, right? So he knew. He knew he was going to warm up a little bit here. Oh, he put that one right in front. Montalvo with a nice collect. 6-3. Mr. Keith gets in. Montalvo may have found his groove again. Back to ICP in his ear. Keith is off the back. Montalvo in for 5 points.
And bam.
That takes the lead just like that. And here he comes. 14-13. McBride now taking a look at the score. Montalvo back to his rhythm, and that one's off the back. That's what happened the last time. He went off the back with his first one, and he couldn't find that rhythm he was looking for. It could be because of McBride's rhythm. That one went up there and locked him in. Both looking to fall. McBride knocks his in just a little deeper. Montalvo kicks off to the left. McBride pushes him back. Montalvo off again. That's a 4 against a 5 right now. One point for McBride, tying it.
Well, now it's just a race to 7.
A race to 7.
Who can get the next touchdown wins? Boy, and that's one where you gotta think he's kicking himself for that one.
He is. You heard him laugh.
Yeah.
You heard him giggle a little bit. He knew he had more points coming. He knew Dylan was off. He could have got himself 4. And he just threw that thing right in the front.
He went for the safe 1 point and just.
That's what it looked like. Definitely what it looked like. Now we got a flat block, and Dylan's back in his rhythm. Keith is not allowing him to stay in that rhythm with that deliberate delivery he has. Dylan goes 2 for 1 with a nice collect. Now Keith is off, but Dylan isn't. That one's in. That one is in. That's going to be 4. Dylan is now in the lead, 18-14. Plus, he already has 1 game.
Didn't I get a point down there? Yes.
Yeah, what is it? 18-14, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's 18-15. I gave you the point when I went over there.
Yeah, it's 18-14.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the points on the scoreboard, so 18-14. Dylan in. Keith is in. Looks like Dylan has figured out the rhythm and the path. Four-bagger wins. That's a good way to manufacture some points. Now Keith has to get in and drag this, or it's still a win for Dylan. And that's enough. That's going to be 5 points and enough. 21-14. What a run. What a game. That was the first time we saw Dylan get slowed down the way he needed to. He lost his rhythm a little bit during the middle of that match. But then all of a sudden, he figured out how to deal with that rhythm change.
He did, and Keith did a great job early in one. He had one opportunity to retake the lead, reshift the momentum. Just missed that one shot. It ends up being a tie game, and then Dylan takes just complete opportunity, walks through the door with to get the win.
What was that? A 5-game streak right there?
Congratulations, intermediate singles November regional champion Dylan Montalvo. What a run, buddy. You went through about 5 different matches on your way to the finals. And then you had to double dip Mr. McBride. Tell me how you felt going into the match.
I tried to keep the quick pace I've been going through the whole time, and then he kind of slowed me down. He was very slow, so it kind of threw me off at the beginning a little bit.
That's what it looked like. In his second match, it looked like his rhythm had you just a little bit perplexed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it almost looked like you figured it out. You had one round where you didn't know what was going on. You had another round where he scored a point or two, and then all of a sudden you figured it out. And even though he was slow, you were still firing right after he was done. So you figured it out, and ultimately you are the champ.
Exactly. Thank you. It
Yeah.
was definitely a big thing getting first bag as well, because he always threw that block at the beginning and sort of how to get that first bag in to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was a good run.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming out to our venue and playing and winning that championship. Congratulations. Go get your picture taken.
Thanks for having us, Rob.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Mr. McBride. Appreciate you.
See you on the 5th.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you very much for taking a look at us today here at the Thrasher Horn Center. This has been an incredible regional here. It's November regional for the American Cornhole League in the Middleburg, Jacksonville area. We've been here at the Thrasher Horn Center for the last 3 hours. We absolutely appreciate you looking at us. Thank you, Clay County. Thank you, St. Michael Soldiers and Boardman Cornhole. Appreciate you taking a look at everything we've been doing. Of course, for Josh and Joel and Mike and the Thrasher Horn Center and everybody here at the American Cornhole League here in Middleburg and Jacksonville. I'm Rob Chismark.